Hi, good night, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Shell, and if you are new, welcome. Nice to have you. Tonight we're going to be talking about tips on how to be divested, or just tips for the divested lady. So if you are interested in that, keep watching. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so just to cover the first base, you might be asking yourself, well, what does it mean to be a divested lady? You know, to be a divested woman means simply that you're taking yourself or removing yourself from environments that may be filled with people or things that you no longer desire to be around. So let me connect it to you in a way that maybe you're understanding it from the dating aspect of things. Let's jump into the tips that I have for you, right? So tip number one is know why you're doing it, right? Know what your purpose for taking this route is. Don't just do it because it seems popular now, or it's a movement or a trend that's picking up, steam or whatever. Like, really assess your life, your dating life, and really decide if it's for you. And make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Like I said, if you're somebody that never particularly came across a reason for why you think you might have to divest, then don't just do it because it seems popular and everyone's doing it. Like, a lot of the women, if not all of the women that I know that are divesting like myself, is because we're doing it for very solid reasons. A lot of us are doing it for ourselves and future generations. It's just not this type of realm thing. But then I've also met women that are just like, hey, I'm not really, my generation begins and ends with me. Like, I'm not having any kids. I'm doing this because this is what I like and this is what I want for myself. So it just depends. But again, find your purpose and your reason why you choose to do it. I think for me personally, I became a divested woman when I realized that the world kind of rides on Black women's backs, right? The world kind of ride on our back. It's almost like we're expected to carry the weight for everybody else. We're expected to kind of bear the brunt of everything for everyone. And I just got tired of that. I got tired of feeling like I couldn't be soft and delicate and feminine and just really like revel in that and really just soak up what it's like to be a woman, because people were expecting me to always come to the rescue and fix things. And I just got to the point where I'm just like, dang, for once I want to be the person that can depend on or call on somebody else to fix it. I don't want to be the fix it person anymore. So that was a big reason of why I chose to divest. Also, another big reason for me was just because even though I mostly dated outside of my race, the few men that I did give a chance within my race just kind of solidified it for me, because it's just different mindsets. And I just came to the point where I'm just like, yeah, no, this isn't working. And before anyone even tries me and jumps on my case, I was not dating all the same men. Like, which is what made it even creepier. It's like, okay, you're giving different men different chances, like completely different men from completely different walks of lives chances, and it all boils down to the same thing. So what does that tell you? Like, it's just an overall issue. Like, it's an umbrella issue. It's not a specific issue, but it's an umbrella issue. And I just personally was not willing to I'm not willing to wait around and really continue kissing frogs to find my prince. I'm just not there with it. I'm not willing to keep putting up with subpar treatment and excuses and a lack of accountability just all around, to eventually stumble upon the golden nugget that isn't like that. Like, I don't have time for that. So that's another reason why I divested too. Um, Tip number 2 is understanding that you're going to lose friends. Hell, you might even lose family members. And I say that because not everyone understands the mindset, and especially like new things could be scary to people, right? That's just human nature, right? If you don't like change, or you're not easily adaptable, or just don't adapt easily to to new environments, something like this can really push a friend or a family member overboard, because it's such a completely different lifestyle change, that they might not be able to get it, right? They might not be able to understand why you're doing it, what it means, all of that. So I found that you're just gonna have to lose friends, and you might have to part ways with family too, just because they might not understand what it all means, or they might be too far gone and brainwashed to the point where you can't really salvage anything and try to like guide them to the light, because they're just used to what they're used to. They just accepted it as, it is what it is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is an interesting topic for numerous reasons. And I'm gonna get back to the video. Shout out to that content creator. This is an interesting topic because every time you hear about divestment, it's always um, it's almost as if, whether it's a man or woman, um, they always feel like the another race is better than the race that they're actually in. Now, I feel like you should date whoever you want to date. You should feel comfortable dating that person. But it's almost like I date another race because their standards are better. And I don't necessarily believe that. I think that people, when they talk about standards and morals, values, I think it's all about that particular person, where they're from, the education level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I find that a lot of times when people start talking about, well, I'm going to leave, this race of people and date another race of people, um, they don't date them in the same area. And what I mean by that is, you're not dating any Caucasian people from or Oriental people from the hood. So I don't know exactly where these people, when they talk about I'm divesting, I don't know where they're talking about, where are you dating these people from? Where are you dating these men and women from? So it's always interesting, me being an African American male, it's always interesting to hear someone say, well, I stopped messing with black women and I stopped messing with black men. And then they'll go somewhere that's not the hood, that's not ghetto, that's not in the projects, and then they'll find someone who's not from those particular areas. And I was just thinking, like, well, are we sending out this message or this narrative that there are no black people available in successful areas? So because I would think that by divesting, that means, okay, we're not going down into the trenches, we're not going down into places that we wouldn't normally hang. We're now, we're looking outward and upward. So that means we're looking for people that are entrepreneurs. We're looking for people that, have an addiction for life in regards to really living their life happy and carefree. A lot of the times when I hear people talk about divestment, it's always, to me, it's always like the most vile people. They ran across the most vile people. And I'm just like, well, where did you find these people at? I think though that's the place where you should stay away from. Yeah, I don't think it's just because of a race. I think it's where you're actually finding these people at. And I think that we never really get into that conversation. So I really wanted to have that particular conversation today. I'm gonna let some more of this video play. I found it interesting. Fair use.
And they gave up on trying to change anything and make it better for themselves. So that kind of weight, that kind of dead weight hanging around you is going to really mess with you. You definitely want to get beside other women that are on the same wavelength as you, that's thinking the same way you are, that wants the same things you do, just because hanging around dead weight like that can really have you second guessing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about the dead weight is that they're not just going to be there silently, but they're going to be there questioning every single decision that you decide to make for your life. They're not going to just be there just to be there. Like when you make certain decisions, they're going to kind of try to talk you out of it and kind of sabotage you.
So here's the thing. This is the issue that I have, and I'm gonna put her face back on the screen real quick. If you're just coming in, I'm talking about black women divesting from black men, but in general, black people divesting from black people. That's really what this conversation is about. And as you guys can hear, she's saying, dead weight. She's saying that these black men are dead weight. And I have a couple videos, and I'm gonna slow walk this thing, and then I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that want to come up and have this conversation. I realize a lot of things are going on tonight, so if you could pop in, show some love, appreciate that. Thank you very much for being here. And if you can't stay, I appreciate the time that you did give. But when you start referencing people in dead weight, this is my issue. My issue is that, first of all, I feel like it's the type of man that you date. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter the color. It's the type of man that you date. If you date a white man with morals, it's the same thing as dating a black man with morals. If you date a black man with character, it's the same thing as dating a white man with character. I just think that right now we're under this impression that we've already ordained the men that you dated to be dead weight. She talked about, her pursuing a career and a man telling her, well, trying to talk her out of it. If you find somebody successful, they're not talking you out of anything. They're going to assist you and push you into opening up that business, furthering your career, going back to school, exercising. So I feel like a lot of times that people that talk about divestment, they've been shopping around in the wrong store. And it's not a store full of just black people. It's the area. If I go into the projects and say, okay, I'm looking for my next wife and I'm expecting her to worry about her credit, and that's not her priority. I think you have to shop where things are a priority. And I think a lot of times, we as adults or parents, we send our children to these predominantly white schools, and guess who's around them? Well, you have other nationalities around them, other races around them. So when you get people, sometimes they start to share a certain mindset. Like let's say tennis, let's say golf, let's say hiking, let's say canoeing. So now it's very difficult to find someone when you go back to go visit your cousins. Your cousins are not into that. You take your cousins into the middle of New York or New Jersey, they're not in. You talk about hiking, it's like, hey, I ain't walking nowhere. It's too hot outside. So I think that I think that us wanting a better life for our children and putting them into finer schools, better living conditions, I think for some reason they feel now in order for them to be happy, they have to find someone where it comes from the predominant other race. Because there's not, you got to think about, let's say you go to a camp, and at camp, it's 100 white kids and only 3 black kids. Well, what's the odds of that black person finding another black person to actually have a relationship with, to actually have a moment with? It's slim to none. And I think that women like this, she sounds educated or whatever, but I just wish that I didn't get this eerie feeling like she felt that no black man would be up to par. And I noticed that a lot of women, especially here on the screen, like, Tanya TKO, Cynthia G, Vivica Fox, Candace Owens. Even though Candace Owens hasn't been, she's been vocal about other things, but a lot of these women have this narrative around them where they feel like another race of men are better than the race of men that they have. They feel more protected. They feel that they can be comfortable in their femininity. They feel like, hey, I don't have to struggle. It's not a struggle love with them. They're more successful. They have ownership. And I hear a lot of people who talk about black men not being protectors, providers, and role models. So I want to get back into this video, and I'm gonna drop the link here shortly, so that way anybody who want to come up and talk on and speak on this, we can.
It's just better to cut ties. Tip number 3 kind of piggybacks off of tip number 2. You're gonna have to categorize your friends, right? I personally am friends with any and everybody. It's not very hard for me to make friends with people. I find that I don't really have a problem making friends, men, women, whomever. It's not hard for me. But I do compartmentalize people in my life, and that might sound really like messed up to some people, but I think it's important for everyone to compartmentalize people in their lives, compartmentalize people in their lives, just so that there's no confusion and there's just order, right? There's just order in your life. So, with that being said, me embarking on this journey as a divested woman, there's just certain friends I wouldn't bring to certain areas with me, and there's certain friends I wouldn't bring to certain activities with me, just because there's a very high probability that they're gonna embarrass me. And I don't know about you guys, but I get embarrassed very easily. So,
And see, this is my problem with what she's saying. To be honest with you, man, you got to be true to yourself. D Truth, what's going on, man? I'm gonna be dropping this link in a minute. You got to be true to yourself. Like, a lot of people pride themselves on saying, I'm gonna leave black men alone, I'm gonna leave black women alone, and you got to be true to yourself. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The thing about it is, she doesn't come across as confident. I'm not gonna take my friends anywhere that they're gonna embarrass me. Well, that has nothing to do with divestment. That's nothing to do with divestment. That has something to do with saying, hey, listen, I've worked hard for whatever position or status that I've gained in life, and I don't want people around me that's going to mess it up. But here's the thing: your friend should understand that. Your friend should understand that. I don't think that this is it's like you have to be confident within yourself and have to realize, okay, hey, in order for people to be your friend, you're saying, okay, I'll ordain this friend to be this, so I'll ordain this friend to be that. And it's like, okay, cool. I mean, it sounds that she is a person that is very she, first of all, she's super judgmental. Second of all, she's a person, I don't believe she's very confident in herself. I don't think so. And it's like, you think that just because this is my issue, just because a person is white does not make them right. And I know we grew up, you know what I'm saying, and before Barack Obama, you know, there was no black people in the museums. When we went to those museums in the White House and all that great stuff, I know that, you know, hey, Jesus was white and all these other. Nurse Petty, what's going on? Refuse to lose, I see you. It was like we grow up, all our superheroes were white, you know what I'm saying? So we grow up with this whole thing of if you're not white, then you're not right. And I think that is something that I really want to change, especially with my children. It's like, man, judge people based on their character, not because of the color of their skin, because that makes you no better than a skinhead, a Nazi, a Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be better at what it is that we do by talking to people and finding out, you know, why they like certain things, why they dislike certain things. But I see a woman here that prides herself on being educated and prides herself on looking at people saying, well, you wouldn't fit into my circle. And I think that she's a person who she wants to fit into another circle that's not commonly identified as a black circle. You know what I'm saying? The parties that she gets invited to, the things that she does, she realizes that there's not going to be a lot of black people there. So she's given into it. She's 100% sold on, hey, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna meet a Craig, I'm gonna meet David, I'm gonna meet a Michael, and I'm perfectly fine with not meeting a. I'm gonna drop this link. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys have going on. Anybody that feels comfortable with pulling up. Well, let me get through this video. Let me get through the video first. We got a couple more minutes. Here we go.
Not on the same wavelength as me, or I just feel like, you know, and I'm trying to put it as nicely as I can. You know, if you're just real loud, real out there, real audacious, there's just some places and events that I just will not invite you to. And it's not even about just attitude, it's also like personal style too. Like, again, certain events is going to require you to dress certain ways. And if you're somebody that's always wearing sneakers and leggings and, you know, whatever, and you don't really dress up and you don't wear makeup and you don't, like, there's a lot of my friends, like, they're really like good with their hair, like they stay up on the hair, but then like they won't wear makeup or they won't wear heels and they don't wear dresses. And it's like some things are just gonna, some functions, girl, are just gonna require you to really clean up nicely. So if they're not necessarily that friend that I can be like, okay, I know they're gonna come through and I know they're gonna slay, then I compartmentalize them in a way that it's like, okay, you're just not gonna make the cut for this particular event. And that's that. So knowing your friends, compartmentalizing them, and understanding that certain people just won't be able to come certain places with you. And it's nothing personal, it's no hard feelings, but as a divested woman, your image is very important to you. I mean, it should be important to you anyways. Like, outside of being divested, your image is everything. So you might want to protect that.
Ladies and gentlemen, and this goes for everybody that screams and promotes this thing about divestment. You are still black. God damn. You're still black. Because the things that she's describing, black men don't wear makeup. You know what I'm saying? Black men don't wear leggings. She's talking about black people in the black community acting black. So I wouldn't invite you to a country club. I wouldn't invite you to a cocktail party. I wouldn't. She's basically, here's the thing. You can tell that she definitely has some type of education. She has a rapport about her where she has been the token black person. She's been a token black person, and she's okay with that. You know, you can just tell by the way she her mannerisms. You can tell by her hair. You can tell by her catchphrases. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, I'm trying to put this as nice as possible. It's almost like you're talking to a black person on the outside, but on the inside, her tuning is different. Her tuning is different. You know, that's almost like walking into a bank and it's like, okay, well, if you're white, we're going to listen to your job, you know, your outline, your business proposal. But if you're black, well, you know, you ain't got everything. And I think that we got to be mindful. If you want to divest, divest. Bye. Peace. But I think at the end of the day, we got to look at some things, man. Stop judging people based on the color of their skin. Because everybody, I'm gonna be honest with you, there are people that don't want to go to the country clubs. There are people that don't want to go where they have to be uptight and snooty and they can't have a good time. There's people that want to, you know, let loose and have a good time because, hey, they worked all week or they don't have the kids for the weekend or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like she has been judged a long time. And that judgment, she's now adopted it and she's accepted it. And now it's like, okay, well, since I have to fit in, you have to fit in. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care what color you are, ladies and gentlemen, be happy about you. If you're not happy about you, then you're never going to be happy. I don't give a damn what color you are. I don't give a damn how many people. No, you didn't divest from men. You didn't divest from men. You divested from the black community. Let's just be real. Because if you believe that there are no successful black people out there that live in great homes and neighborhoods and drive great cars and have great careers, whether they work for a Fortune 500 company or CEOs of their own entrepreneurship, the fact of the matter is she talks as if like, well, you wouldn't be accepted like I would be accepted. And this is the problem when we send our children to private schools or we send our children to predominantly white schools. They come back like this. They come back with a lack of identity. So when I hear somebody divesting or I've divested, you know, I don't date Tyrones and I don't date Marcuses and Maurices anymore. It's interesting because it's like you make this proud stance like, you know, I'm so accepted elsewhere. And to be honest with you, you're always going to be black. I'm sorry. I hate to bust your bubble. You're always going to be black and you're always going to feel like you need to do more. You need to be more friendlier. You need to be, you need to smile better. You need to allow people to step over you. I mean, I'm telling you, once you go that route, it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. And I can just see right now, it's just like her voice, her energy is just so like, I'm not white, but I'm above other black people. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm not white. And it's so crazy because me being at a collegiate level, especially from the military standpoint, we work with CEOs all the time. And it's just like I used to see people. It's like, okay, I went here and I went here and I went and then I did this. And that's cool. That's cool. That's great. You know, but I never look down on somebody just because they're wearing Timbs or they got a do-rag or, you know, they got on leggings or whatever case may be. And it's just like, I think she just feels like her divesting, you know what I'm saying, from black culture, black men and black women, like is this badge of honor, and it's not. It's your lifestyle if that's what you want. But I'm telling you right now, she's the token black kid. She's a token black kid. Let's listen to some more. I'm about to drop this link.
Being divested, I think there's certain messages that you're trying to send, and you just don't want to run the risk of having that audacious friend that also don't really clean up that nicely, sabotaging any chance of you securing a goal or accomplishing something that you set forth. The final tip of
This is my problem with people who edit videos. Oh my God. Because let me tell you something. No matter how great she's speaking right now, right? I'm telling you right now, she edited the hell out of this video. She edited the hell out of this video because she has to be, I'm telling you right now, she sits somewhere in a room and she cries. She cries. She cries. She is, I'm telling you right now, she lacks confidence. She lacks confidence. She lacks confidence. to be that concerned about, well, if we go here, you can't go here, and because you're going to stop me from achieving my goals, and what, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, as you push your children to be better, as you push your children to be more successful, don't let them lose their identity. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I see you guys. I'm really hoping whoever hits this link really is going to come with some conversation, because I really want to. And this is not to bash anybody. If you are an African American woman or man and you say, I don't date no black men, I don't date no black women, hey, to each their own. I say love is love. Love who you want to. But it's when you sell this narrative and you put on this hat or you put on a t-shirt and say, I'm divested. Okay, cool. But don't sound like a jackass while you're doing it. And I just feel like, what she's describing is, here's the thing. When I go somewhere and it's a nice place, like we're going to a dining establishment, I don't want my friends twerking on the table neither. But I'm not divested. I don't want, when we go into the movie theater, I don't want somebody throwing popcorn and cursing people out, but I'm not divested. And it's almost like, well, I got white friends because I don't want none of that nonsense to happen. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to think like that. And when you have people out there like that, they send this message out there that, it's almost like everybody else that's black is messed up except me. And she has to be perfect all the time. And I know that shit hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to piss somebody off. I know it hurts that you have to be perfect all the time. She can't just let her hair down. She can't just have a good time. Because even when she's with her circle, whatever circle that may be, but I can almost guarantee it's not predominantly black. She can't just be her. She can't just eat no damn chicken and watermelon because she knows people are going to look crazy at her. So she has to be this perfect person all the time. She has to have all the right answers. She has to not come across as aggressive or an angry black woman. She has to make sure she's read the latest book, make sure that she has her credit straight, make sure that everything that needs to be in a row, that's the opposite of what a normal black woman or the average at best black woman has. She has to be 2 steps ahead in order to fit in wherever she wants to fit in at. I'm about to drop the link. I know y'all want to get up here, but y'all go ahead and hit that like button. We got something to talk about.
Being a divested lady is just having your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, just having your own mind and understanding that your lifestyle is going to offend a lot of people. I think this can also, like, link with tip number 1, right? In a way, it can definitely sync with tip number 1, because you really have to be strong in yourself and you really have to understand the reason why you're doing this. You're gonna face a lot of backlash, okay? You're gonna face backlash from friends, family, and just straight up males that are bitter and upset that you're casting them to the wayside and you're moving on from them. I see this all the time, where these same beta males are the ones that are creating burner accounts and just doing.
This is the problem that I see with this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was in the military for 20 years. I met leaders. Now, there's a lot of people, veterans and all that. Was a leader, and I stood next to leaders from all walks of life, from all different nationalities and races. I couldn't imagine us, Hispanic, black, white. I couldn't imagine me and the brothers that I stood, brothers and sisters, but we're going to keep this male oriented right now. I couldn't imagine these leaders who lead men, who've led them not only CONUS, but on CONUS. When I say CONUS, that means stateside or OCONUS overseas or whatever. But I couldn't imagine her meeting these men and saying that you're not good enough for me. Beta males. I just had a lot of women who've divested. For some reason, black men are all betas. I don't know why. Can you imagine her telling Barack Obama, you're a beta male? You're not good enough for me? Y'all stay focused with me. And see, that's why I said when you promote this narrative, because I'm going to be honest with you, your video, even though she edited the video, again, fair use, even though she edited a video, she described ratchet behavior. Ratchet behavior that she didn't want it to the country club with her. You got to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. She's not describing just black men. She's also describing some black women. So so if you don't want ratchet behavior, if you don't want people being loud and disrespectful, if you don't want people to be outrageous, right, or outlandish, then you wouldn't take them where you're going. Okay, cool, we got it. Understood. The issue with that is, why would you say I've divested from black men and not black people? Because what you're describing is black men and black women. Well, some black men and some black women, because I've met black people just like yourself. And a lot of them don't identify, hey, I don't eat chicken. I don't eat watermelon. I don't listen to rap music. You say something about hip hop, they look at you strange. Now, me personally, I feel like, hey, I like the opera. I like classical music. I like to, go hiking. I like to go bike riding. I like to do a lot of different things, but I don't feel like I lost my identity because I have an education. I don't feel like I lost my touch with, the urban community because, now I live in a better community. So I just feel like somebody like her, it's like she has to be perfect all the time. And you can just tell. You can just tell. Simset So makes a good point right now. She says, I don't know if you're him or a female, but she says she used the term hard to clean up, reference to even finding a decent black man, racist and class. Exactly. Because you've hung around a certain narrative, and you've now adopted certain, well, I don't want to call it slang, but jargon used to identify certain people and certain types of things. I totally agree with you. Some type of master type thing. And it's crazy because it's like we use these things, and even though we're educated, really common sense wise, it's ignorant and it's offensive. I'm gonna be quiet and let y'all. You're right. The military is different. It is. You're right. But like I said, I've worked with people on a collegiate level that I felt like, especially if they were black. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny because I'll have colleagues. They'll go in the room before me, right? Let's just say we're going to see this company, whatever the company is or whatever. And my white colleagues will go in, it's the handshakes and it's, hey, how you doing? And I'll go in and it's like they change up. They try to be cool, like, what's up, brother? And I looked around. I turned around like, what's going on? Handshake. I extend my hand. Like I don't need no. It's just like I want to be down, but I don't know how to be. And what happens, like I said, we push our children with this narrative to get a great education, with this narrative that life is like, it's so important that you fit in and our children, they adapt that. They adapt the speech, the conversation, the mannerism, the quirkiness, I can't really be black. You know what I'm saying? I can't really act like, I'm hip hop-ish, unapologetic Gemini. What's going on? And I don't know, it's just something about her that, and it's not even a divestment. I think it's like, if you love who you love, like what you like. But I just feel like she's not having fun in her life, man. I just feel like she's not having fun in her life. I could be wrong, y'all. And I'm gonna drop the link so that way you guys can come talk to me. I don't know. I feel sorry for her. Honestly, I feel sorry for her that she feels like other black people are undesirable. Well, some people are just undesirable. Some people are just messed up. It don't matter what color you are.
weird, really pathetic things, especially on Twitter, to try to break a woman's confidence and try to like humble her and, you know, put her in her place and, you know, make her feel like, oh, you know, if you leave us, nobody else is going to want you. And that's not true. Depending on what stage you are and how strong you are mentally, I understand that sometimes that can feel real and their words can really feel like it's holding weight and it's true, but I promise you it's not. My dating life is proof that like everything they're saying is a lie, because they'll like to sell you the story, and they want to sell you the lie that you're undesirable and no other race is going to want you.
Sim says so. She is a YouTuber. Her name is on the screen too. Her name's on the screen. You guys can go check it out for yourself. This video to me, I'm looking at a beautiful black woman that's probably educated. And in this video, she lacks confidence. In this video, she lacks confidence. In this video, she has did a narrative of, hey, y'all, if they're telling you that you won't be successful outside of the black race, then, you know, let me be the first one to tell you that, you know, that's a lie. If you're successful, then you're successful because of who you are, not just because you're black dating white people. You're successful because your personality, you allow people to get to know who you are. You allow people to get to laugh with you, get to build with you, get to kind of let your guard down and let people in. Now, what I see happen with a lot of people who divested, this goes for, hey man, bring your punk ass here. This goes for you too. People are so quick to say, well, if you're a different color, then that makes you okay. So I'm gonna let my guard down. But what has happened is you've dated people that's your same color and it didn't work out. But your pain didn't allow you to heal. So you ran away. Let me just be, I'm about to piss somebody off. Your pain didn't allow you to heal. So what happened is this shit for some people it only happens one time. But for some other people, shit didn't happen 3, 4, 5 times because, hey, guess what? In your city, in your little town, and you've now started dating a variety of the same type of men or the same type of women. So you're like, okay, I'm just gonna give up on them all together. Well, you going to the same bar, you going to the same grocery store. I mean, you're constantly surrounding yourself with the same types of people. Hell, you're dressing the same way, you're talking the same way, you know, you got the same mindset. But see, what happens is, this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what kills me about black people, like men and women. When they date the opposite race, they change. They change. They're just super nice, right? They less argumentative. The things that you would do normally with another black person, you're more kind-hearted. You're more down to earth. You're more mellow. You know, now you're more open-minded. Oh, you want to go hiking? Okay. You want to go swimming? Okay. You know, it's now you understand the importance of conversation. Now it's okay, well, let me listen to how you feel. Whereas your black counterpart, Sim says so is laughing. Your black counterpart, you didn't give them that. You felt as a black woman, you needed to go in there. Oh, hell no, I'm a bad bitch. Well, I'm a savage. Right? The guy going there, you know, I'm a playboy. I ain't about to sit down and talk about my feelings. But when you date somebody else outside your race, now all of those things that you normally would do, you don't do. But here's the kicker. I'm about to piss y'all off. It's not because that person that you're dating now is better. It's because, guess what? You learned what didn't work in the last relationship. So now you're applying what didn't work to your thought process to say, you know what, I'm not going to be so self-centered this time. I'm going to be a little bit more forgiving. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I'm going to compliment more. I'm going to be more consistent. It's not because they're another race. It's because you've learned what not to do. Because guess what? You've been through some shit. And Harold, who hasn't been through some shit? But if I was to talk to this young lady face to face, I would ask her, well, what were the lessons learned from your last relationships? And not just because they were black. And I can almost guarantee that the lessons learned, she applied that to the next situation. Wow, this black woman is educated. She's so articulate. She's so confident. She's so well mannered. She doesn't start twerking in the middle of the store. Mm-hmm. And then you got to understand it's how people are raised, the values in which they were raised. Whether were they raised in a single parent home, or were they raised in a home where there was a mother and father? Was there an active role model in the home? Was it an active or successful upbringing? Corey Page, you don't come up here and tell me to open up the panel. I'm about to piss you off, Corey Page. No, I'm playing. I'm about to open up the panel. Can I talk? God damn, y'all. Can I say something? Can I say something? No. Corey Page, can I say something? I'm about to open up the panel, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I feel very strongly about this because I think that we get so caught up in. Okay, DJ Red, that's what's up. Okay, I got you. I feel strongly about this because I think that we push this narrative that, dating outside our race is just so much, it's a plethora of betterness. And there's other, you got to be honest, treat people how they treat you. Base things on people's character, not their skin tone. Because imagine me walking up to a white person and they seeing me as a black man and saying, well, automatically you don't care for your kids. Automatically your credit is bad. Automatically, you're this or no. Once we start putting those stereotypes up front, we don't get to know the person. I don't want nobody to grab their purse because I'm walking by. And it's almost like we're selling that narrative, like, I know that you're only as good as the news depicts you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that this, like I said, I think that this woman is intelligent, but I think that she lacks confidence. She lacks confidence, and she finds it very easier to play a role, which is to fit in, to be the token. She doesn't mind being a token. Hey, that puts her in she's accepted it. And I noticed that there's a lot of people who accept that role, accept that environment, accept how they talk. You don't even, if you were to close your eyes and listen to this woman talk, you wouldn't get black from her. You wouldn't get black from her. And somebody probably would, a Cynthia G would like, well, what is that supposed to mean? Well, what I mean is that would she fit in if you took her to a barbecue or a cookout? How would she fit in? I think other black people would make her very nervous. To be honest with you, I think a female like Meg Thee Stallion, I can't even think about nobody else. But I think females like that would make her nervous and feel uncomfortable. I truly believe that. I truly believe that.
But them, and so on and so forth. And that just has never been my reality. I feel like, I don't know, it's a very personal journey as well. So depending on where you are and where you're starting from, that can look completely different from somebody else that started at a different spot, or it could look very different from where I'm starting or where I started. But just understand that the lies and the psychobabble bullshit that they put out there to try to really get inside your head and mess with you, it's not true. Because if that was the case, then we wouldn't have interracial marriages, right? We wouldn't have successful interracial marriages. We wouldn't have such a high rate of successful interracial marriages that we do have. So, as a divested woman, just keep that in mind. You deserve the life that you want. You deserve to live in luxury. You deserve to live in your femininity. You deserve.
You notice the first word that she said? She didn't say you deserve to be happy. She didn't say you deserve to be loved. She said you deserve to live in luxury. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, right, I want you to understand that this is the type of person that thinks because you're white, you're right. Let that marinate. This is that person. This is the type of person. You should live in luxury. Somebody said she sounds like a she sounds like an insecure white girl. She does. When we talk about black girls rock and all of the melanin and all of this, the black girls and here we go in the chart. We ain't talking about this. We ain't talking about this. We're not talking about this. This is a woman that is scared of her own shadow. And it's ridiculous to a point because you look at it and it's like, damn, are you for real? Come on, baby girl. I want all of my daughters to be successful. I want all of them to be educated, but I want them to be proud of them, goddammit. I want them to be proud of them. Proud of their skin, proud of their hair, proud of their heritage. You use that discernment when you're talking to another man or another woman. You say, well, I'm going to judge you based on what you show me. Not just what a bunch of people have said, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to show me who you are based on your character, based on the things that come out your mouth, your actions, your standard as a person, as a citizen, as an adult, as a parent, as a friend, as a colleague. And I for some reason, I just feel like she's missing the mark on that. I don't know what it is. She just, I don't know. She just, it's crazy. So you deserve the right to live in luxury. What the fuck? What? As there's no black men and black women living in luxury. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Let me drop this link. What? And she edited this video. I would have edited that part out. She didn't say black women, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be protected. You deserve to be provided for. You deserve to be complimented. You deserve to be nurtured. She said you deserve luxury. Hit the like button. Stop playing with me. What? Come on, man. Somebody call Cynthia G. Tell her I'm talking. Tell her I'm talking. Call Vivica Fox. Tell her I'm talking. You deserve luxury. What the fuck? If that's the case, you might as well get with a rapper. You can call what's that boy name? The Soldier Boy. You might as well call Soldier Boy if you want luxury. Go ahead and get you a Soldier Boy in your life. Go get you a Future. You deserve to live in luxury. What? And here's the thing. Let me ask you guys a question. Why does she deserve to live in luxury? Here we go. I'm about to Kevin Samuel some of you guys. Why do you deserve to live in luxury? And why does it take a white man to do it? I'm just curious. They call Dre. She might not want to call Dre. Dre about to put a hit out on some people. What she deserve to live in luxury? Because of her gap. You stupid. I'm just curious. It's just like, even though she's this token black person, she's telling herself and telling the world, we deserve to live in luxury. Well, if it's about working and earning, then you can put yourself in that position. You don't need a white person to do that, but you're sending this message. In order for you to get luxury, you have to have a Caucasian person. Well, damn. Well, damn. You've divested for luxury? Corey Page says, them pearls in her ears are luxury. I don't know, man. I just get Carlton Banks from her. You know, I just get Carlton Banks from her. And that's real. That's real. I get Carlton Banks from her. Uncomfortable, not sure of themselves around other black people, and just like they have to be the life of the party when they're around other white people. And I'm telling you guys, I've seen this a lot of times in the military. It's like we'll have, commanders come in and we have to give, briefs and we have to chop it up. And I never was the guy was like, I mean, it's all cool. I don't have an issue with small talk, but it's like you sell your soul. Let me start performing for you. Let me start cracking jokes. I'm like, but you ain't even funny. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She just something about this situation seems creepy to me. I don't know.
To not have to work harder, but work smarter. And just be mindful of people that's going to try to make you feel like you don't deserve that and that you're never going to be this or you're never going to find this and you're never going to find your heritage.
She's projecting.
Like,
she's projecting.
Don't listen to it.
She's projecting.
It's bullshit.
She's projecting.
It's all mental gymnastics to literally try to get it into your head to make you feel as though you're not good enough.
Okay, I'm dropping a link.
Trust me, as a divested lady, you definitely deal with those bitter beta males that just aren't ready to deal with their own demons and take accountability for their own actions. So precisely, they will look for any and everyone to make their guinea pig and to make their scapegoat, really, right? Because they don't have it in themselves to really sit down and do the work, do the personal work, to be like, you know what, this is my fault. Things are like this because I'm not doing what I need to do as a man. Things are the way they are because I'm not functioning the way a useful.
This is what I notice about a lot of people who say they're divested. It's always about it's somebody else's fault. It's always about it's somebody else's fault. They didn't do this. They didn't say that. They didn't say. My thing about it is look from within. Look at you. Look at you. All of this name calling about beta males and beta this and beta that. And my thing about it is she don't come across as an alpha female. She doesn't come across as strong. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. Can I be real with you guys? Let me know if I could be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Okay. She doesn't look like a physically fit woman. Let's just keep this real. Let's keep this real. If she can call black men betas, I can say she don't look physically fit. Okay, check this out. This is the issue. The issue is that the women that you hang with in your circle, 9 times out of 10, they're going for those women. They're going for the smaller, more petite women. So you're always going to live in their shadow. Right? You're stuck giving them compliments on their hair. You're stuck giving them compliments on fitting into dresses that you can't fit into. You're stuck relishing the fact that they probably come from good homes. They probably come from money. So now you're under this impression that, okay, well, if I just fit in long enough, I'll get the luxurious stats that they have. I have people hitting the link right now. I see you guys. Give me 1 second. And that's the problem that we have. That's the problem that we have. You think that, okay, well, let me run over here to this group and I'll be accepted. And really, in reality, you're one alcoholic drink away from someone telling you your place. You're one cane sniff. You're one weed puff away from someone telling you you don't own. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to ruin her world. She's going to have a psychotic breakdown. D Truth, welcome to the show. Gregor, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? I had this discussion with some other that's talking about divesting. See, See, they fail to realize why they try to portray somebody they not. They're gonna wind up the people they try to play the part for. Gonna wind up calling them the N word. Then what they gonna do? Then how they gonna react? They don't know what to do. And you know
Tough
when they
love.
go, then when they do go out, then when they go out again, ain't no telling what them friends she around saying about it.
Hey, hold on just a minute. It looked like the screen just blanked out. Everybody there? Can everybody hear me in the chat?
I can hear you.
Okay, everybody that hit the link, you guys are live now. Feel free to talk.
Yeah,
I'm up.
like I said, yeah, like I had said before, what she gonna do if she with them group of friends that she diverse from the black folks? Start saying the N word. She gonna laugh along with them. Then when she ain't there, they gonna wind up talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Then what she gonna do?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Good point. DJ Red, what you think, man?
Why y'all talking about this bust down shorty like she something, man? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's not. It's not about. I really wanted to really explore this conversation because I know a lot of times, when you're part of the manosphere, you have a certain type of energy. You're part of the one sphere, you have a certain type of energy. But when you kind of in between, and I think that this platform we promote being fair. So I kind of gave
there's
my little
nothing.
monologue. What you think?
It's nothing wrong with her talking proper. I don't have a problem with that. It's just what she's saying. Anybody can talk any kind of way, but it's what she's saying, and she believes what most of these women believe what she's saying. They believe like that. That's why they was happy that Kevin Samuels died because see, them women knew that he was telling the truth about them. That's why they so mad. If he wasn't telling the truth, they wouldn't be mad.
Hmm.
I'm saying like, well, women are not don't have to be accountable for anything. They just all they have to do is just be pretty. They accept it from day one. You know, it's all good. They
I hear
don't
you.
like that motherfucker because he was telling he hit people in the part of their soul that they ain't never been hit for. And he had no interest in them, but he was keeping it 100. Most of these black women, their expectations are super high. Like most of them don't bring shit to the table, but some kids by another dude. And yeah, I'll be on that shit. Some kids by some other dude and some used the vagina. Like,
I hear you. I hear you. Mr. White, what's up?
You saying Wit? Magruder Wit?
I don't know why I thought that's that White. What's going on, Wick? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? I know I was on. Hey, what's up, Tough Love? Salute to you, bro.
Salute. What you think about this topic,
Man, you got the wrong one, but I hear what you're saying, though. She's the type of one that's never been around no black dude before. You know what I mean? So them ones to divest, she's like out of place from the door. Like you said, Meg, when the people around Meg, a hood broad, she's not even welcome. You know what I mean? So the hood nigga that she want, she don't think she can get at like that. So she just like go with the white boys. You know what I mean? But the real I got motorcycles.
they be on that. They be. Oh my bad. They be on that shit in my hood. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, no problem.
But like
Just
the
mute
real
the mic when we're not talking.
the real divestors I be worried about is the ones that think they that, you know what I mean, that thing and say F all black men. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like a better I'm not trying to dish you, but that's like a bad. She's a bad example. She's like a white girl right there. That makes sense.
Mm.
She's not even divested. She just like not messing with niggas. Divested to me is somebody was a black woman, you know what I'm saying? And she say forget black men. Like they did Kevin, you know what I'm saying? Like most of them, Cynthia G type, you know what I mean? She had a black man, now it's F all black men. You know what I'm saying? And how can you say that when you only met 5 or 6 in your life? There's millions of black men. I mean, it's because he did some things, and he did some things. Don't mean all black men is messed up. They're crazy, man. That's the worst thing they ever did to us, man. The government with the black women with the power, man. Because if they divesting like that, saying this black men ain't nothing, and you're a black woman, come on, man. That is crazy.
But they're not divested though. That's the plot twist.
Excuse me?
They're not divested though. See, that's the
I know.
plot twist.
I
You know
know.
what
They
I'm saying?
talking
Like
shit.
when you really divest it from something, whatever goes on in that realm has nothing to do with you
You're done. You're
because
right.
you are divested. You've
You're right.
completely removed your. Now notice, you can go and look them up all throughout YouTube. Their number one topic of conversation is still black men.
All day.
How is it that you still talking about the very thing that you express divestment from? The truth of the matter is, they not gonna divest because they can't.
Say it
That's the
again.
real truth. They
Say it.
can't
Say it. Hey, say
divest.
that. Hey, say that again. They
They're
can't
not gonna
divest.
divest
No.
because they
They
can't.
can't. God
Can
damn it.
can I
They
can
can't.
I say one thing? Can I say one
Go
thing
for it.
real quick? Those type of black women don't know that they're part of the. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but the white man plan. So they just fall in line. They don't know no better. Like you can blame them, but they really just don't know, bro.
Like once they got the
They,
power, bro. Once they got the power, bro, and it starts back with the welfare and shit. You know what I mean? When they put us out the house, you know what I mean? We can't get in the house. They could have gave us welfare where the whole family could stay together, right? There's no money for that. But no, they wanted us out the crib with a black woman and get all the power.
but
They
that's
said fuck
crazy
us.
because
They said fuck us
that's
black
crazy.
men.
Listen, that's crazy because my mom had welfare, right? But she ain't put nobody on child support or kick nobody out the house. They didn't even have it set up like they really got it set up now back then.
But your dad wasn't allowed to live in the house though, legally.
No, my
No, he
mom
was
didn't.
he was
My
he
dad
was
never
not
got child
allowed to live.
support.
But I'm
I'm
saying
trying
though,
to tell you.
if they was together, even if they was together, feel me?
Well,
And y'all was
now,
on hard
now,
shit.
now, 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 now.
If
To what
if
the
if
brother
they was
is saying,
together,
you
go
had a
ahead, listen.
lot of sisters. You had a lot of sisters
Too
who
many.
they would go and they would save up, and then that rather around the 15th of the month when they come and do inspection, she would go and tell the kids, "Hey, if she asks about your daddy, don't nobody live here but us."
Nah, I grew
You
up
had a
in
Oh
lot of
yeah,
sisters
I
that
grew
didn't
up
yeah,
in
go
the
those some
through that.
good ones.
'70s and the
Hey
'80s.
fam, you right,
There
you
ain't
right.
nobody ever came to my house about no
Hey
damn
fam,
food stamp
hey you right, fam.
ever.
There was some good ones like that. But over the years though, that was back in the day. Over the years though, they thought they got that power. Then they started saying, "No, get out my house."
Well, see, but bro, okay, so when we talk about power, see, that's the thing, and this is what touches on the delusion that they are under. That's not power. They don't have any power. See, when you have power, power comes with a sense of autonomy, meaning you got some sovereignship. You can stand on your own. They gave them the illusion of power. They were in power, but they don't have any power of their own.
Hey sir, I'm a whole black man. I know that. I'm telling you, they thought they had power. They
Right.
think they men, man. They think they that. That's why they talk so much shit now. That's why you can't say nothing to a black woman right now. They thought they had the power, and over the years, if it's 22 right now, right, and it started in like 75, man, come on, 3 generations, 4 generations of that stuff. You feel me? They
What I
think they
heard
got the
someone say
power.
yesterday, what I heard someone say, matter of fact, it was Sister Kendra. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. She said, "We are living in the result of feminism."
Exactly.
especially in our culture, being the black culture, we grew up in a matriarchal society, and so we see this level of dysfunction because, number one, ultimately, I'm pretty sure most of the brothers will agree, a lot of sisters can't handle the accountability that comes with leadership.
But feminism was the white woman's fight.
Let me
black
break
woman
this
jumped
up.
in on it.
Let me break this up. I want to play this real quick for you guys.
We ain't fighting, bro.
No. Hold on. Who just said that? Who just said we ain't fighting?
I'm just saying.
No,
We ain't fighting. We
think we fighting.
Yeah, they definitely fighting.
Nah, we ain't fighting.
Hey,
I just want to get certain videos in so that way it can add some more to the conversation. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I was making
of the divestment movement starting now. The first reason why you're going to find it really difficult to divest is because deep down in the core of your being, you know that you don't actually want to divest. You want to protest. You don't want divestment. You want punishment. You want to punish Black men for mistreating you, for devaluing you, you. P.S. If you're enjoying this video so far, then why not hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so that you never miss a video from me. And you want punishment because you are holding on to pain, to anger. And that pain, that anger, that bitterness, those are all bonding agents that are going to serve to keep you in bondage to your aggressor. And as Erykah Badu told us many years ago, like 20 years ago, she told us that we can't be bag ladies. We have to drop our bags. You're likely still carrying those bags because you haven't taken accountability for your healing. Putting the work on others to do better, to be better, to know better, to prove to you that you are worthy of their time and that they are worthy of your time. All of that is a waste of time.
What do you guys think about what she said?
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Now what them brothers say, man, to a real man, honestly, it don't even matter. Like they're delusional, man. You know what I mean? They're so delusional, and it's good. I'm glad you had this panel, because real men need to start talking. We don't gotta go hard as Kevin did or hard as Tommy do. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta talk to these women like, man, y'all need to fall back.
Shalom. One of y'all falling down some stairs. What the hell going on over there?
Oh, I thought my mic was muted.
You all right, man?
No, I'm good. I'm letting people out my house, bro.
All right.
Yeah. No. I mean, everything that the sister said is spot on. It's not about divesting. It's about protesting. It is about punishment. That's why they make it a point to go in spaces like Tufts, like Kevin's, like Crimson's, like Chantel Simone, and want to spew their vitriol there.
But why
because
is that
they want to be seen. I'm sorry.
Why is that even? I still can't understand why the manosphere is even a thing. I can see a Black man talking to Black women, but you saying like Black women ain't shit? Like what's your alternative?
I mean, who says Black women aren't shit?
Most of the manosphere, they go hard on these women, man.
I mean, well, okay. To explain the manosphere in a nutshell, it serves as a sounding board for Black men who have had grievances, who have not been able to air those grievances. Because let's be honest, the conversation that we having is the same kind of conversation we done had in barbershops since time immemorial. Like that's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about like, look, sisters is tripping, this, and this. You talk about you want a man to step up, yet you won't step aside so the man can lead. So this is just common conversation that all Black men have had. we haven't been given a platform. So the manosphere provided a platform for that. Now, granted, you got some cats in the manosphere when you start getting into that, all that pill talk and this and that. They
It's like
really
a
are
white woman.
just they are the inverse of a lot of the sisters in divestment. And what this sister says applies to those type of gentlemen. However, when you start talking about, R.I.P. to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, he wasn't bashing black women. He was holding black women accountable, and he was using some
he was harsh, but
unconventional means in order to do it, because
he wanted
assuaging.
shock value.
Well, it wasn't just about the shock value. I mean, ultimately, you got to understand something. Like, even with sisters,
he was calling 8s 6s on purpose.
It wasn't
beauty in
eights,
the
bro.
eye. Beauty in the
He
eye.
wasn't. Look. He
That
wasn't no
8 to
10.
you.
He wasn't no
Excuse
10
me.
though.
Hey yo,
It don't
He was
matter.
right about
Nicki Minaj asked him to rate her, and when he asked her what she
who is
rated
Nicki
herself,
Minaj
she
though?
said she was a 7 though.
Who's
Nicki
Nicki
Minaj said she was
Minaj
a 7.
though?
I digress. From the point, but
No,
even
bro. Every
given,
female. Remember the point in time where every female said they was a 10. Like it didn't even matter.
Truth. But
yeah, I
Nicki
mean,
Come
you
on
had
now.
Minaj
chicks looking like Precious talking about they a dime. Come on, bro.
but Nicki's a hood rat from New York, right? She's a fake. Everything on her is fake. You feel me? She's a 5 at most.
Well, she
She's
gave
a
herself
hard.
a 7. So the
A
point was,
five.
Listen.
So
even cheating rate.
what
Nicki
is you
Minaj is a
fucking?
5. Nicki's
What
a
is you
5
fucking?
at most.
What is your chick number?
But
Me?
the whole point was that even Nicki didn't say she was a 9. You see what I'm saying? And so you had women that were going on
He
Kevin
gave
Samuels
Nicki
show.
respect though. And she fake as hell.
Well,
Man, you got a personal problem with Nikki. Sound
No,
like to me.
yeah. Me, I do. I
Exactly. I
do.
can hear it.
Hold on
She
for a minute.
promotes.
Refuse the news.
She
Welcome to the panel.
Nick, look. You know how good Nicki can rap.
Thank you.
You know how
but
good
in
of a rapper
terms,
she is.
What you
Go
bring
ahead.
about the topic?
but with regards to what the sister was saying in the whole situation with the manosphere and the whole divestment situation, it is about protest. It is about punishment. That's why, like, they don't. When you done with something, you don't even talk about it. You don't care nothing about it. Whatever happens on that side happens on that side. What they eat don't make you shit. Excuse my language. But that's what real divestment is. It's not about divestment. Like when you talk about Vivica Fox and Cynthia G, they mad. What is Vivica Fox known for? She can't keep a man. 50 out of her is crazy. Every other dude that she done been with. You can even throw Holly Berry into the mix of the situation. She went and quote unquote divested, and her white dude divorced her, kept the kid, and put her on child support.
You know what's
What
crazy,
about
fam? You know what's crazy? All the 90s, when I came up, I'm 49, right? Nia Long, Holly, they all disappointed me, man. They all out there wildest. You know what I mean? They're weird. I don't know if it's Hollywood, the money. They cannot keep a man. I don't care what color he is. You know what I mean? Those women are not good women. For some, I
you
would
know how
agree.
many babies Vivica Fox killed?
Excuse me. She don't got no kids, do she?
Exactly.
Oh, she had an abortion. I
Man,
never
y'all
knew that.
tripping.
I just knew she had no babies.
You don't think Vivica
I
Fox
mean,
ever got
I don't have intimate details as to
You
the
can't say
means in
these?
which she uses
you
to.
can't say shit like that and not know.
You know what
I
I'm
don't think
saying?
Bro,
I
But
don't think she ever got knocked.
it's document. What? Are you serious? She was
what I
eating
do
50
realize
cents
is this.
booty hole. Like, what are you talking
That don't mean
about?
she got pregnant.
Hey,
Come
whatever
on,
she do in her
man. All
bedroom,
right,
that's her
whatever,
business.
y'all.
Her
Whatever, bro.
looking ass means she got
I'm
pregnant.
done talking. Y'all got it.
He might not if he liking his ass, look, he might
Bro,
not
if a bitch eating booty, she done got pregnant before. You know how many times females get pregnant out here? Plan B? Like, what are
eating
you talking
booty.
about?
Okay,
Come
eating
on,
booty.
bro. How you gonna be in Hollywood fucking all these stars and not ever get pregnant?
Hold on,
Eating
just one
booty leads
second.
to pregnancy.
One
All
second,
right, bro.
one second.
You holding
Who
her
the
up
fuck
to a
is
super high standard, bro.
what's your
Like,
name, fam?
she's
What's
a
your name,
regular
man?
ass bitch. I'm red.
Red. You
Mm-hmm.
said
2,000 years later.
My thought process is I'm about to piss somebody off.
Hey, check it. I need Refuse to Lose to give her piece real quick. So y'all fall back real quick. Refuse, what do you think about this topic as a female?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I believe that it's a case of thinking the grass is green on the side, number one. And I also believe that perhaps she don't know many successful black men. Because
I can see that.
you can't categorize everybody. It doesn't matter. And then how many did you try out before you realized that it wasn't for you?
Is one enough though?
Never.
To be honest, being an older woman, was married early in life, and I could say no, because that situation didn't work out doesn't mean that I wasn't looking for those same kind of people. I can also count on at 50 how many I've been with on one hand. And so I don't think they all the same. I don't think that all the time your first shot is your best shot.
I personally think that it is about your environment. And I think when you stay in the same environment, normally that environment is going to promote a certain outlook, whether it's on men, whether it's on women, whether it's on children or the community. So you have to get out of that community, or you have to shop better. You have to vet better. And I think that, the first female that we saw, I think that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that what happened was she got sent to a good school. And the black men in there did not accept her. And then when she went back to her cousin's house, those people didn't accept her. You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna stay and I'm going to now just leave them alone. I'm gonna say I don't like them when I know they don't like me. So that lady said it's not about divesting, it's about protesting against them.
But guess what? We grew up in the projects, and our mother ended up being a doctor. So I'm saying that to say that even if you go to one of those schools, that doesn't justify how you view your people. Even if you have fortunate parents, that doesn't justify how you view your people. Even if you've been in one or two bad relationships, you can't say that all your people are bad seeds. It's deeper than that.
Fellas, what y'all think?
I think that it is deeper than that, but women usually treat the new guy off of what the last guy did to them. Like, like they be triggered by certain things that you like. Like if any male ever dealt with a woman that got beat in the past, and you could just be joking and playing with her, but she'll think that you'll do that. Like I really do live this life. They'll take that shit so far, and like you really like the girl or whatever, but I don't know. I can't describe it. It's like
No,
antsy. Like
they bring the trauma of the past relationship and hold you accountable for it.
yeah, and I'm not obligated to do that because I ain't never did that, so I can't like do that because I'm talk the way I talk. But I ain't gonna if I'm with you, you with me. But I talk my shit, so they be thinking my shit talking is I'm gonna beat their ass later. Like I can't explain it, man.
Well, no, I mean, because what it sounds like to me is, and I know exactly what you're talking about because I've dealt with that with several women several sisters that I've dated, and matter of fact, Music Soul Child got a song called "Previous Cats" that actually speaks to that very same situation, where they want to hold you accountable for trauma that they
The
experienced
trauma,
in a
yeah.
previous relationship because they didn't take the time to heal from it. Most of them, when we talk about hypergamy, but we talk about them, monkey branches. So they get
Got
with you,
baggage.
Right, and they still ain't dealt with the baggage of the previous relationship, so they don't even have a fresh mindset
But
to
all they
accept you for
know,
the man that you are.
is to blame you for this shit.
Can I say
Because
one thing? Look,
yeah,
when we say they, right? Everyone on this panel have relationships, right? Maybe 5, 10, I don't know how many people, but even there's millions of people. You can't generalize off your relationship the world.
You just
Exactly.
can't.
but that's what they do
There's
though.
no way.
A lot of them
Like,
do that.
like Cynthia G
Exactly, bro. You're
probably had
exactly right.
Cynthia G probably had 2 Dusties, right? And now she want to kill all black men.
Yeah, I mean,
Bullshit.
right. She sees black men through the lens of that one individual that
Yeah.
she dealt with, and then the worst part
Fuck,
about it
man.
is she never takes into consideration that she picked him.
Let me
That's
add
it.
real quick. A lot of times when a woman does that or feel that way,
She's scorned.
wait a minute, real quick.
I will, baby.
That too, and also when they're out on their very first date, guess what's their conversation?
Previous relationship.
About that dude.
X.
So what was
About the ex.
what was your ex like?
Run from the border. Run for the border, niggas. If she talk about her ex, roll. He's still around.
But you see, that's the thing though. When you dealing with older women, you have to accept their past if you're gonna fuck with them. To be realistic as a man,
Honestly, bro, I don't think you do. I don't believe you do. I don't believe you do have to accept their past.
No, because a motherfucker ain't meet you. They met you today. They have 30 years of life before you. You can't erase this shit. Like,
but guess what though? You meet a person. I never knew why people needed advice on relationships. Now, I mean, you know what you doing. You know who you picking. You know where you at when you meet them. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. So if it's a problem, maybe it's you. So I don't need no.
I hate this. But see, bro, that's just it. I mean, that has been the overarching conversation that brothers have been trying to have with a lot of sisters, and now it's even sisters are trying to have that conversation with other sisters about it's your choice. It's the decisions that you've been making. It all comes down to accountability.
Oh, they shooting.
And we know
They
accountability.
shooting.
Accountability is hate. The word accountable is hate speech.
I'm gonna give a prime example. The young boys had like the YouTubers, the young boys, they had like they'll go to like schools or malls and stuff, you know what I mean? And ask the girls like, you know what I mean, what would you rather have? 9 to 5, drug
or a scammer.
And it's crazy how the fuck they be answering. Excuse my language, self-love. It's crazy how they be answering, man. You know what I mean? Nobody wants a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 gets you wives and kids picking a fence, baby.
But see, I mean, but go ahead, bro.
No, you got it. Like I said, 9 to 5 is cool. Like, what is success? What's your definition of success? That's the problem. We let the media control our definition of success. We ain't gotta be Jay. We don't have to be Jay-Z.
But see, even if you look at Jay-Z, he ain't scamming and he ain't selling no work or nothing. He's making legitimate money.
I didn't mean
to check this out real quick. Hold on. Let me unpause it.
Recording for you guys, and because like the last few weeks just been doing lives. Today I want to talk about divestment, what it is and what it's not. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into it, but first, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you will be notified every single time I upload every video, okay? And hit the like button. So I've been, upon doing all the lives, I've really been noticing that a lot of black women, or there's black women that's newer to the movement, so they don't really understand, or some people are just, you know, hell-bent on not understanding anyway the movement. So I'm gonna first go ahead and dive into what divestment is not. Now, I have, you know, taken some notes from a few other of the, you know, self-proclaimed divested women from YouTube and Twitter and online from blogs and such, just to make sure that I was on the same page as they were. Divesting is not obsessing with non-black men. Divesting has nothing to do with being crazy for non-black men, because divestment is about us. So it has nothing to do with being obsessed with white daddy. It has nothing to do with being obsessed with non-black men. It's about us. The second thing divestment is not is hating black men and black people. Divestment has nothing to do with the hatred for black people. Like every time you walk down the street, you see someone and you just hate them because they're black. Absolutely not. It's not even, for me, it's not even hating black men. You know, I just don't care. It's as simple as that. It's just not, you know, a place I choose to put my energy, okay? The third thing I want you guys to understand that divestment is not denying social issues or societal issues or economic differences, you know, racial issues, whatever have you. We're not trying to pretend that there's no such thing as white supremacy, that there's no such thing as racism, that there's no such thing as, you know, disadvantages, prejudices. No, we're not stupid here, okay? In fact, we're very smart. We just choose to not put so much of our energy into that, because again, that's a greater good problem. Of course, if I run into an issue with racism for myself or with some kind of prejudicial treatment, then of course I will handle that as an individual, as my individual experience. But I'm not gonna jump out in front of every cause, starting a gang of people trying to combat racism, okay? That's not our job. Swirling, okay? Swirling and divesting is two different things, okay? And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. Swirling goes hand in hand often with divesting, because as a woman, and as most divested women who are working on leveling up, who are already leveled up, who's married, whatever, who want to get married, you know, who want to find a high value, high quality man, husband, swirling often goes into play, because you have to. If you divest from the black community and its toxicity, where are you gonna go? Like, you have to have options. But in that same regard, it is possible for black women to be divested and not swirl. I mean, most of the time, if you're truly divested, you know, you're not gonna necessarily be dating black men.
Tough love.
Hey, bro, I just got to go ahead and say this. That was the best sounding cap I've ever heard.
I say one thing, Tough Love.
Go ahead, brother.
She said what divesting is not. She never said what it is.
Exactly.
What the fuck? She using it. She's get her off this shit, man.
Hey, I'm trying to get all 40.
You got the wrong one on there, bro.
Buddha, what's going on?
She never said nothing. She never said nothing yet, man.
Well, technically, the video it's 5 minutes in, so she may be saying it to give her the benefit.
Bro, she said everything not. Swirlers not. It's not this. It's not that. Well, what is it then, baby?
Keep it above. She don't know.
I know what a divester is. You feel me?
I hear you.
I think a divester is a black woman that say F the black man, right? That's what I think. That's what I get from it.
That's what it sounds like to me.
To
Ryan
me,
Dirty,
so it
welcome
sound
to
like.
the show, brother. What
You
you
feel
think
me?
about this topic, man?
Like I say, I don't know much about the divesting and the swirling. And as a black man married to a white woman, that all sound dumb as shit to me.
Let me
It
ask you a
sounds
question.
dumb
I'm glad
as
you said
hell.
that, Ryan Dirty. What were you when you got married? Was it because you said to yourself, "I don't want to mess with black women," or that's that you just found somebody that you really love or whatever? Because I noticed that a lot
He
of
met
people.
his wife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I met my
I got
wife.
it.
No,
I know
what
Ryan
he's
Dirty.
He
saying is
met
I
his
didn't.
wife.
What
Hold
he's
on,
saying is
fam.
though I didn't set out to marry a white woman. No,
Right,
that wasn't my goal to marry a white woman.
right. This is my question. Y'all let me get my goddamn questions out now. Here's the thing. I'm
My
saying
bad.
that most people, when they date outside their race, they promote this. I'll date it outside my race because it was better. And I want to ask you because a lot of the videos that I'm playing now, like, well, I leveled up when I dated outside my race, and I wanted to ask you what was your viewpoint when you said, okay, hey, I found somebody I want to be with. Was it okay, F all black women, or was it because I found a good woman?
It's just, hey, I found my woman. I wasn't worried about no other women. It didn't
Gotcha.
have shit to do with black woman, white woman, Mexican, whatever. It didn't matter. It was, hey, I found my woman.
Got you.
Rap Dirty wasn't divesting, tough love.
No, I got you. I'm just saying a lot of times when you hear people dating outside their race, whether they call it divesting, swirling, whatever title they put it under, a lot of people say, well, I just, saying I didn't care about black women. I didn't care about black men. So I wanted to get somebody.
In my hood, man, there's a lot of not a whole bunch, but there's mixed. You know what I mean? There's mixed. It's mostly black men with white girls. I don't see too many black girls with white boys in the hood. You know what I mean?
Man, as a person, when a person is treating you right. When you see wifey qualities in a woman, that's what we sit back and wait for. We'll deal with some bullshit, but if the bullshit outweighs the wifey qualities, you're not gonna wife her. The man chooses who become wife. The women choose who get fucked. It's more people fucking than getting married. God damn it.
Say it again, bro.
That's facts, bro.
Facts, bro. But we're talking about divestors. I think it's more the rich people. It might not even be a thing for real. Cause where I'm from, it's not a thing over here.
Well,
I'm in Pittsburgh. Divesting, anybody talking about we just doing all white boys because y'all niggas ain't shit. No. They just want better brothers, man. You know what I mean? They get tired of the brothers. Now they going to women. You know what I mean? On some real. The brothers got.
Let me play a little bit more of her video and let's see what she says.
Cancel that bitch.
Yeah, hey, say it again. Thank you.
Because we have a clear understanding that.
Thank you, brother.
Needle point is, it's a needle in a haystack situation. So what I really want, people to understand who like to misconstrue what divestment is, it doesn't automatically equal swirling, just like it doesn't automatically equals just hatred for black men. The opposite, when you don't hate someone you don't even really care about. So you don't hate a collective of people you don't even think about or really care about. Do I swirl? Yes. I don't call myself a swirler though. There's a lane for swirlers who've been doing this since forever. And those two aren't the same. A lot of our goals are the same. A lot of the things, the way we feel are the same, but they aren't always, there aren't always one and the same. Divestment isn't being pro-black woman either. Yes, much like swirling, there's a lot of things that goes hand in hand, and that's system.
All right, man. Look, she's in denial. Let's
wait. Hold on, man. I'm mad too, bro. I'm mad too, bro.
Hold on. Listen, respect my goddamn platform, dog.
Hell no, tough love.
Names. No, seriously, y'all done dropped the B word like 15 times.
My My bad.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
But tough love. You talk about divestment, right? She's talking all this time and never explained what divestment was.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I think I dropped the B word. I won't do it again. I ain't know. But I can say fat
I
neck
might
and all
have
the
said
other
too,
stuff.
man. My bad, but
this is the thing, though. Who is even
bro.
focused on this type of person to even waste their time with? Like,
try to school you on something, man. You shouldn't even listen to this woman.
I mean,
you better than that, bro.
And staying on, in the spirit of staying on topic, she's in denial. And what it appears to me is, one, she doesn't have a fundamental understanding of what the word divest means. Divest means to deprive an individual of power, status, resources, which, let's be honest, by definition, they don't have the ability to divest because they can't deprive any man of anything other than their company. The other definition for divest is to dispossess, which will probably be more applicable in this case. But what it sounds like to me is she is a divester, but when faced with the negative connotations, which it's a negative word, she doesn't want to accept the accountability that will come along with being a divester. She's talking about, well, you just don't care. Well, indifference is worse than hate.
Well,
Just
I'm going to use the favorite term. Look, the favorite term they like to use to us all. Who hurt you?
Who hurt you? Facts, bro.
Who hurt you?
But no, this is my angle on it. This is my angle on it. She got 4 other bad chicks that she go out with, and she's never the one chosen. And this is what happens because she goes out she got some bad friends, and she goes out with them, and she's the ugliest one out the group. I'm being dead, man.
So she the one.
I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. I see this. I see it every night, bro. I'm a DJ. I see it every night. That's what she is to me.
Man.
I am not.
She's just talking. She know what she is.
Oh yeah, she is.
She never explained nothing.
She's trying to get some views, bro.
She never made a point. She never said what divester was. She never said nothing.
Look at her neck, bro. You're not gonna pick her over her 3 friends.
Play it again. And what did she say?
And her other friends, light skin, body, like she only showing her neck up, and that ain't even attractive. Like, come on, man. It's a wrap, bro. Like she's been rejected by black men her whole life. And then when she do talk to a black man, she's saying stupid shit like this. Ain't nobody about to deal with that, bro.
Okay, check this out. We got Andrea. Andrea, welcome to the
some real tough love.
What do you think?
Look at her face, bro.
Andrea, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. What do you think about this? You can go ahead. I know you about to go off.
Can I say something while she laughing? Real quick.
Go ahead.
Black, we talking about divestors, right? Black women that's done with black men. They either met the wrong black man, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they might have dated like 5, 6 men in their whole life. That's not the world. You can't say every black man and categorize every black man like that. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So they have
but
problems.
look, man. Look, what you're talking about, all these people that say divest is all different meanings. Just like somebody would say a real nigga or loyalty.
No. On social media, the divestors, I go back with Cynthia G saying, and she's the worst woman ever.
But she's not a divester.
She says she's divester, bro.
I mean, yeah, get bent over real quick.
She said abort black babies, man. She's a divester. It means like fucking white boys, right?
Yeah, well,
what do you think it is then? Since you want to argue, okay. What do you think it is then?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna look at her on the picture right here that I see.
What do you think it is, man?
Y'all said that
You
she
cut
looked
me
ugly
off.
and no black man never pick her. But I seen worse.
What is divestment, bro?
Man, that's scary right there. But she's not divestment.
What is divestment then?
Hey man, I don't know.
So
I
I
ain't
was trying to
speaking on
talk.
no white dude.
Why you cut me off then? If you don't know.
Because
I'm telling you,
what's
these women,
happening here? Look, y'all
these
mad at
women,
what she said, and y'all start
these
calling her name. We
these
know what
women,
she is.
these women think that investment means run to the white man. All right.
No, that woman right there, she's married to a white man. Right there.
That's their definition. I don't know what it is. I just learned of it to this year, bro.
Well, Candace Owens is married, man. So that's different. Is divestment being
just because
married
you
to a
married
white man?
just because they married a white man don't mean they divested.
There you go.
Divestment
You
to
just
me
answered it
means
for me.
divestment means to me is they don't fuck with
I thought
niggas.
marriage was
Period.
forever. Marriage ain't forever.
Yeah, they're not getting it, man.
Hey, fellas,
Tough
I
love.
want to hear what
Tough love said
Andrea has to say.
divestment. Tough love said
Andrea, go ahead.
I do
divestment,
too.
right?
Yes,
Go ahead, Andrea.
I'm trying to be nice to the brothers, okay?
Hey, you gotta
Be nice,
speak up.
baby.
So my thing is this: if she feels that way, why I just find it funny that I've been listening to the last 15 minutes. I have heard you guys call her out of her name. You guys maybe she has something to say. Maybe she has something that she feels that is happening. And my thing is this: just because I date a white man don't mean I still love my brothers. Okay. I date all different kinds of men. I live in California. We see this shit out here all the time. So I don't feel if a white man is being nice to me and want to take me out, what's the problem?
Nothing.
Okay, so but I still love my brothers too. Okay.
Nothing.
Right,
Okay.
but you're not divested though, sis.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
you're not
divested.
making, and you're
You're not
not making a
divested.
Facebook page
You
You
date
just
talking
said you
about
didn't know what
interracially.
it
niggas.
was, bro.
You date interracially.
No. The one brother said he didn't know what divestment was. I thought it was black women on purpose not messing with black men. If I'm wrong, tell me something
Well,
else.
that's why we are playing the video so we can get their definition of
No,
what they felt.
your videos, you get some goofy white girls. Those videos is they're gone. You gotta get a hardcore one on there. The first video, that white girl, she wasn't even around no black people. So how can she divest? She wasn't around nobody. She's a valley girl. How the fuck she divesting herself, bro? Come on, man. And I fuck with you, man. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. She's not divesting. She's a white girl.
But the bottom line to it is, don't nobody cut me off. Don't nobody come out. Let me finish. But the bottom line to it is,
hey, y'all mute your mic so DQ can talk.
is I'm finna piss somebody off now. It just
about to piss somebody off.
It just, I look at this. Somebody they pissed them off, they made them mad. And one, when you put all black men in the same category, it's wrong. When we put all women in the same category, it's wrong. See, I don't care who you date. No, you see what I get from the video you've been playing, Tough Love, is that they had not mentioned love one time in the video. See, what are you looking for? See, and they want to know what they said. No good black men out there, whatever the hood. You don't know what the guy got. He might be dressing down. You see what I'm saying? See, they try to stir the pot. See, I've been on they try to stir the pot. See, you can't stir the pot with me. See, one, I'm gonna call you out on your BS. Cause if you come to me with that investment stuff, okay. But see, you want us to show our feelings. But when we try to show our feelings to you, you want to call us weak and a punk. But when you go to the other side, oh, you want to lay down and be submissive to him. When a brother doing the right thing for you, you think something wrong. Oh, what he got up his sleeve. But when on the other side, when they doing something like funny, oh, that's so sweet. See, that
Hey,
don't
bro,
fit with me.
what's your name, bro?
The truth.
D True. Hey, what's up, fam? I was seeing you in the chats and shit. My thing is like this: you cannot take a couple of people you was dealing with and label a whole. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So you can look at stats and look at marriage statistics, all that shit like that, but you can't just take the people you dealt with and blame the whole other 90,000 million people in the world for that. And people they're just butthurt, man. I think. You know what I mean? I would never go to somebody for advice on relationships. I would look in the mirror. You feel me? What am I doing wrong? Why am I picking these women? You feel what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
I can't say
That's your tip.
I
There you
can't
go.
say all these broads is ratchet and shit. But I'm in the club every fucking weekend.
There you
I'm
go.
I'm picking the ratchet bitches, right? I can't
There you
say
go.
all these. I can't do that unless you look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? So all that I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. I don't know why they were looking for guys from him. Look in the mirror. You make what you are. You
Yeah.
make what you are, man. Bottom line,
Yeah.
it's no other. Pray to God. You know what I mean? Go to sleep. Ask your mama, your grandmama. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else, motherfuckers, uncivilized, man. Charles Barkley.
Yeah. And then they think you diverse. You don't want to mess with black men. Oh, they ain't gonna do the same way the ones you say, oh, I don't want to mess with, gonna do. Did you?
They're touched, bro.
You better wake up.
They're,
You better. Hey,
they're
you
touched.
better wake up.
If you
Hey, you
listen,
better
if you
wake
listen,
up.
if you listen,
Cause
if you
same thing gonna happen. It
Hey,
if
happened
you
all the
Black
listen,
Family
time.
Net, Black Family Net summed it up. Is that divestment is white supremacy in blackface, and I wholeheartedly
exactly.
agree with that.
No,
I
it
agree
is.
with that.
I just said that earlier. 1975, man. They separated us from the door, man. We should love each other. We should be feuding on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We all black. I know where y'all from. I'm from Pittsburgh. You feel me? There's no way we as black people have a problem with a motherfucker you don't even know for no reason. And you see the history, how they do us. Who is they? Y'all know who they are. They do us all day. Our kids die every day. And we argue about dumb shit. This is a good topic right here. But usually it's some old goofy ass stuff, man. I mean, if you want the white man, go get him, baby. I ain't mad. Divest.
I mean, I still think it all falls back to what the sister before the last one stated. I mean, it's about protest because I mean they stay in the face, they stay on platforms and in earshot of black men to air their grievance. When the truth is, a lot of them are hurt. They made bad, wrong choices. They can't come to terms with that. They haven't sought, you know what I'm saying, uh,
But can
emotional
we
and psychological therapy to get no kind of closure about it
love
and
them
enter
though?
into a healthy relationship after that. So they keep carrying the same baggage. And I mean, you got cats that's like, yo, I ain't trying to hear none of that. And then you have cats like me who's somewhat apathetic to the thing. Like, if you want to
But
divest, if you really
can we
tired of somebody and you don't want to deal with them, go on. But when you
but
done,
can we
be
love
done
them
for real.
though?
Be done for real. Don't
Can you
don't
love a
don't don't
woman with
say
2 kids?
don't say I'm divesting, but then want to come on other people's platforms and still talk trash about black men.
Yeah, that's
If black
crazy.
men trash, what you do with trash? You take it out, you set it
Yeah.
out, and you forget it.
They're gone. I don't even worry about the women. The woman is gone. Women talk like that, they're gone. So why would I worry about them? I wouldn't marry her. I wouldn't marry Cynthia G or the ones talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I would never even mess with them.
But do they have a valid point?
Who? No.
No.
Are you sure?
Paulie.
Hey,
I'm
you know what?
positive they don't have a valid point.
I'm just asking.
Sometimes,
I'm just asking the question. Do they have?
they have points with an S, Cause see, they have more than one point, right? They're valid because I don't fuck with niggas either. Cause black men been fucked up to me because we the ones in out here. It ain't about the women. It's about the kids. We lost the ball when we let these bras tell us don't fuck with your son or your daughter. You feel me? That's where the black woman is right talking shit about black men.
Nah, I disagree with that too.
What you mean?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that whole narrative as well. It's like what I will say is this. It's a black man's responsibility where he places his seed and to vet that process and to make the most insightful
if you made a
decision.
son or a daughter with a woman, I don't care what that broad say. You supposed to make sure your son or daughter is okay.
Yeah,
Be
I mean,
a
that's a given.
man. I don't care if she.
That's a fact.
If
When
she
we talking
loud,
about,
I don't care if she loud and ratchet. You as a you're a man.
yeah,
Why is
that's
your
fact.
son out there with them guns, nigga?
That's facts. But when the citizens like, do they have a point? The points that they make are all the same sounding boards that we've been hearing since time immemorial. Black men are trash because of X, Y, Z. But what you're talking about is, like we already discussed earlier, a limited number of black men. These are all anecdotal. This is black men that they've dealt with, that they've chosen, that they've laid with, that they invested time and resources in, and they got burnt by them. And now you want to cover that and blanket everybody with that? You want to paint everybody with that same brush?
But no, sir.
That point is invalid.
I'm going with the radical.
So what I'm saying is, if the women, okay, this is my point. Because this is what I mean. I love black men. I have a black son. Okay, so I don't have a dog in this fight. But what I'm saying is,
you do have a dog in this fight. You have a black son.
I have a black son. I love my black son.
You have a dog in this fight.
The
dog in this fight is your black son.
Oh my God, are you gonna listen to what I say?
Yep.
Hold on a minute. When I say I don't have a dog in this fight, I love my black son. So that's a non-factor for me. But what I'm saying is, do the women have a valid point? In a sense, is if they're saying a lot of women are complaining about racing, do they have a valid point? And you're not addressing the point, and you're not addressing the problem. And
what's your point, baby?
The point I'm trying to say is, do the women got a valid point on how they feel? And what they're talking about.
Well, I mean, a person's feelings can't be right or wrong. That's how they feel. But when you're talking about a point, when you're presenting a point, that means the point has to be based in fact.
What's her name?
And the fact that all like black men are trash, that's not that's an opinion. That's not a point.
Ask her a question. What part do you think? Like, what points they talking about, baby? What part what did you hear they have a point about?
I'm asking, is a lot of these women are over here about black men. So
you can't talk in generals. Like, what points are you talking about? Some black men are messed up, baby. But you can't say it in general. But you saying like, do they have a point? They say a lot of stuff, so I don't know what you mean by do they have a point.
But I'm asking, do they have okay?
They have valid points, but you tell me which ones you think are right.
Is some black men messed up? Yes, it is. Is some have they been hurt by some black men? Yes, they have.
Of course.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, do they have a valid point in the sense why they're complaining? And obviously they got a crowd who's following them. Obviously they got people who are listening to them. So obviously it's other people who feel the same way about how they feel.
They have a bunch of bitter black women.
Okay,
that's the wrong nigga.
I'm done. Okay.
No, listen. This is what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
No, this is what I'm saying.
I promise.
I'm done.
I'm on your side.
Can y'all hear me?
They got a valid point to a certain extent, but the thing is, what if the men start saying the same doggone thing about the female?
No. Can I say something? Can y'all hear me?
It's over with.
And the thing, And the point is that you can't, if you let your hurt come to your present relationship, that's on you. You gotta take, you gotta do like Michael Jackson said. You gotta take a look at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror.
Man, hey, bro. Cynthia G said abort black babies.
I would never agree with
Bro,
that.
can I say something? Can anybody hear me? Hello.
Go ahead, Red.
I hear you.
Listen. Um, she has every right to do what she want to do off her past. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Her past, whatever the fuck she went through. I did that. I got to a point where I was tired of black women in my life. I'm old enough to go through a lot of different stuff. Then I started messing with a white girl. Then all the black girls was like, "Oh, he only messed with white girls." I I dated black girls for 37 years. I dated with one white girl my whole life, and every chick from that point on says, "Oh, I only thought you messed with white girls." I messed with one white girl. Now this is what black women do to men. If they ever see him with a white, he messed with white women. I'm telling you, like, it's not the same. Like, y'all,
Well,
I stopped
excuse me,
messing.
sir.
I'll never mess with a white girl again. Swear to God.
Excuse
I
me, sir.
went to Puerto
I
Rico.
ask you a question.
Oh,
Was it because you was messing with somebody white, or was it the way that you dress and the music and what you like in general in life?
who, me?
Yes, sir.
I'm a hood dude. Like, we don't care about what. I don't understand the question. Like,
No, what I'm
what I
saying
did
is,
don't change who I am.
look, what I'm saying is, a lot of times if a woman tell you, I thought you like white girls or you do this and that, it's because they usually say because you like country music or you dress a certain
Nah,
way.
bro.
Maybe you
I'm
don't like
not
Jordan.
saying that. I'm just saying they see me with one white girl their whole life in the ghetto. She's in the ghetto. I don't listen to country music. I DJ. I play all the gangster shit. I'm not
Okay.
no country music person. I don't wear boots, hats, or none of that. All I'm saying is that with one white girl, with black girls for 30 some years, and see me with a white girl for 8 months, and all I ever dated was white girls from that point on.
Oh, well, I only jumped in on you, sir, because I am
No, you
married
good.
and my wife is white. So,
Ain't nothing wrong with a
and
white woman.
Tough
I
Just ain't
love.
for
wanted
me.
to ask.
Tough love. I didn't know.
Tough
But
Yeah,
love ain't sleep.
he may be tending to
Nah,
his daughter. Go ahead.
Am I
no, what's
back
up?
on?
Yeah, you on?
Oh, my fault. Good. Y'all can rap. My son came through. My fault.
Well, I want to
How
speak.
y'all doing? Hi everybody. How y'all doing? This Miss
Hey,
Hello.
how you
Coco
doing?
Fiat.
Hey Coco, how
Salute
you
to the
doing?
piano, salute to tough love. Hey boo boo.
How
Salute to
you
the
Tough
doing?
chat.
Hello,
love.
Miss
I just want to
You.
chime in real fast, you guys. Look,
And
I'm from
respect
the
the
hood,
truth.
and at first, growing up around hood people, hood dudes, whatever. My
Man,
whole
we
thing was
all
this. It
niggas,
was like,
man. They keep saying hood.
it was like, I had my own personal preference, you know what I'm saying? But life experiences allowed me to see beyond just what I grew up around. I've dated outside my race, but do I love my black men? Absolutely I do. And I don't put nobody above them, And my thing is this, any race that I dealt with, I still went through shit. It didn't change because I said, hey, I'm going to go date this Spanish guy. I'm going to date this white guy. I still dealt with the fuckery. And it was even a point at first, I was like, damn, all niggas ain't shit. These motherfuckers ain't shit. But let me tell you something. It took a good man to treat me right and show me a different side. You understand what I'm saying? So I could not collectively group all men into one category. All of them was not going to treat me bad. All of them was not going to treat me fucked up. So I couldn't do that. So that life experience right there taught me I had to choose and deal with them on an individual basis. I could not put them all in one pool. They all brought something different to the table, but I actually learned something different from all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So, and as far as like the black fathers and stuff, I don't think that we're lost as a black society, but damn right, I think we got work to do. I think if you got fathers out here that want to be in their children's lives, and you got women that are trying to block them from being in their children's lives, they ain't shit. And I said what I said. Because at the end of the day, whether this man want to be with you or not, when y'all laid down and made that baby, it took two, not just you, sweetheart. So let this man be in a child's life. If they trying to be in your child's life, I don't care if financially they can't do what they need to do, but if they want to spend that time, you got to understand, collectively as a parent, it takes more than just the money. We have to teach our children morals and values and things of that nature. If you have a son, I really believe it's extremely important for their fathers to be able to be in their lives and show them how to be a man. You can only show them what you know how to do, but you are not a man, sweetheart. You wear panties. You are not a man. Let this man come in and do what he needs to do. Stop being mad because he left you and he went with somebody else, or he decided the relationship was what he didn't want. Now you mad and you bitter, and you done trucked on and jumped on your banana boat bike and walked down to the child support office, and now you want child support because you mad. I'm saying a lot of stuff for these bitches in the back, and I know you probably mad, but I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. Some of you motherfuckers only did that to be spiteful. Some of y'all did that to be spiteful. Let's keep it real. You had a child's father that was in their lives, doing for their children, spending time with their kids, and you were mad. So you wanted to go down there to Hunky Dory City County and put in a child support order for this man, knowing damn well he was already financially, emotionally, and spiritually there for his child. Now, to the ones that are not in their children's lives, stop acting like these bitches got all the power. They don't have all the power. You need to exercise your right, not only as a man, but as a father. The same way these bitches can go down there to the child support office to these courtrooms, guess what, guys? You can do the same thing. She want to take you to court.
The court favor the woman.
Take her ass to court too. Take her to court too. You know why? Because a lot of these women will use their children and weaponize you with your child. Don't allow them to use your child as a pawn. Your child is not a pawn. Your child is a real human being out here in these damn streets. Right. Use your right, speak your voice, and stand up for your child at all motherfucking costs. You hear me? Don't be like, oh, but she said if I don't speak for her, I can't see my kid. Fuck what she's talking about. Take her ass to court. This is your child too. Do not let society raise our kids. These are our children. You understand what I'm telling you? Society not raising mine. I got 3. Society not going to do a damn thing with mine. I'm their mother, and I'm going to raise them with or without their father. You understand what I'm saying? I don't sit around and cry over spoiled milk. You know what the fuck I do? I go to the grocery store and I get me another fucking full gallon. And I always look at my glass, it's half goddamn full, not half empty. So that's what I wanted to tell y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stand up for what the fuck you believe in. And when it comes to your children, you fight to the death for you. You understand what I'm telling you? Don't let these bitches railroad you. Don't let them railroad you. Take their motherfucking ass to court. And when they in court, let me tell you, that smile gonna turn into a frown real motherfucking fast, because they gonna know, damn, my baby daddy don't play. Yeah, bitch, he ain't playing with you. He not playing with you.
Men don't fight enough though. They don't fight enough though.
It's so funny to me. It's so funny. The men are not fighting.
They don't fight.
Yes, I said it. I said it. You're not fighting. You're so busy in the club. You're so busy on a basketball.
Nah, which man is this?
Which
man is this?
See, look,
She said a basketball court.
I got wait. I gotta address the issue with generalization.
No. My son is 7 years old.
Situation with generalization.
My son is 7 years old.
With generalizations.
Right?
She said we on the basketball court. I'm too old for that shit.
My son is 7 years old, right? I had him since he was 6 months. You feel me? Fuck the hoop courts. Fuck the clubs.
Right.
I raised my son. My son with me. I ain't go to court or nothing. That's a real man. I don't care what that broad was going to do.
Salute to you, because there are a lot of good fathers out here, and they don't get their due like they're supposed to.
Baby doll,
But
I
see,
agree with you.
that's the all right,
There's
all right,
too
all right.
many.
I'm not lying.
Bro.
Too,
I'm not
Hold on,
lying
bro.
when I say this.
listen.
I'm not
Wait a
lying when I
minute. Wait a
say
minute. Wait a
brothers
minute.
want to
This
support.
is
Listen.
the
I'm not lying
issue
when
with
I
the
say
whole.
I'm not lying when I say brothers don't want to go.
What
Brothers
she
don't want
saying
to
was
white man
what she
involved in their
saying was
business.
real though,
I'm
bro.
not lying when I say I'm not lying
Too
when I
many
say
niggas give up
I'm
because
not
the
lying.
bras.
Hold on a minute.
But
I'm gonna
y'all
talk now.
wrong too though.
Too many people
The bras.
talking at one time.
2,000 years later.
My thought process is I'm about to piss somebody off.
Hey, tell love. Was that
No.
a Gucci hat?
What?
No, I'm playing with you, man.
Well, I'm about to go goddamn ham. We
Yo,
I'm fucking with you. Hey,
yo.
hey, hey, hey.
I didn't get to
No,
say what I was gonna
she
say.
was right. Look, hey, baby doll. Let me
I'm
talk
not
for you.
no,
Let me
I'm
talk
not
for
done
you.
yet.
No,
Let her
because one
go
thing
ahead and
about it
talk.
is
Let her go ahead and
y'all
talk.
women,
Let her go ahead and talk.
Hey,
y'all
hold on
women,
for a second.
no.
Stand
Women
down.
get
Stand
on.
down.
She ain't
Let
gonna
her
stop.
go ahead and talk.
Just
Let her
don't
go
say
ahead and talk.
Okay,
basketball court again.
let's let Miss
She
Andrea
ain't
talk,
gonna
and then you
stop.
talk right
I'm
after her.
on
I
your
want to hear what
team.
all of y'all got to say.
Hey,
I'm a whole
I want to hear
man
what all of
on
y'all
your
got to say.
team.
hey.
That's y'all
Let her
problem.
talk.
Y'all don't shut
Let
up.
me
Hey,
let
bro,
me
we gotta
Andrea go ahead
respect
and
people
talk.
when they
They
talking,
don't
fam.
shut up.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
on your
listen.
team, baby.
Quit.
I'm on
I
your
hear you.
team.
I hear you.
I'm a
Let her say
grown
something.
man. I got my son from 6 months years old, right?
Quit.
Hey,
6
let
months
her.
years old. What is
Quit.
6 months years old?
Miss Andrea, go ahead, please, because I want to hear what you have to
Son,
say. I
by
want to hear
I
it
did
from
myself,
too.
everybody.
nigga.
Likewise.
Jesus. Okay, so look at here. I'm a 47-year-old woman. Okay, so I know the court system. I know how it works. But I'm so sick and tired of y'all damn brothers. And I'm saying it right here.
Y'all go.
Yes, I said it. I'm sick and tired of y'all brothers talking about, oh, I want to fight for my kids. Get your ass down to the courthouse. If you're so mad at the woman and you telling the woman is down at the courthouse, obviously she know the game. Or you know the game because you don't want to go down there. I'm so tired of brothers saying white man is in our business. Well, white man's in our business. Get your
I
ass
got
down.
my son, baby.
Have mercy.
All right,
You got your
let
son.
us finish, bro.
I ain't talking to you then, okay? You to school. You're non-factor right now. How about that? Did I said it then? Okay.
Shit.
What I'm saying is, I'm so tired of my brothers talking right now. Down the courthouse. I'm so tired you're talking about my kids, my kids. Then get your ass down there, then. Okay? Don't talk about it. Be about it.
All right.
But
You
All
but
right.
the
right,
bottom line
baby.
is,
More
the
Nah,
men.
thing,
nah. See,
More
the
I
men.
thing is,
disagree. I
More
disagree.
men.
I disagree
see,
with the whole
see,
thing.
see,
No, I
see,
agree with
The
but
her.
whole
that,
thing.
hey,
I
I'm
agree
Agree
with
talking,
with the
her.
I'm
whole
You know
thing.
talking,
It
why
ain't
I
about
agree with
going
her?
down to no
hey,
courthouse.
Because
hey,
you know
Period.
I
thank
It's
agree.
not
you.
about going down to a
Hey, one
courthouse.
person at a time, man.
The fact
One,
of the
One
matter
person
is,
at a time.
if
No,
you try to be a
man.
cooperative parent, there shouldn't be a courthouse involved in the first place if you
Everybody
prioritize the well-being
Facts.
of the child over anything else,
They
regardless. Because
use
if
the
you're an
court.
adult, wait, hold on, I'm still talking. If you're an adult, you know how to communicate like adults. You know how to prioritize the necessity and needs of the child over feelings.
Not
See,
them
we bring
bras.
courts are brought in to mediate when adults fail to do so. That's the
How
whole
many
purpose of
of
court.
these women
And the
are
thing about it
adults?
is, hold
These
on,
And
hold on.
men.
I'm
who
about
sat
to
the court
drop some
on?
facts. I'm about to drop some facts. And the court is the biggest, no, the court is the biggest scam in the first place. Because what you don't
The
know is
money with the
when it
women,
comes to
man.
child support, wait, I'm still talking.
The money with the women.
When it comes to child support, they take a percentage off the top anyway. So
Anyway,
you have incentive to drag the man into court. If you really want to talk about being effective parents, the parenting needs to remain with the parents and not the courthouse. Learn how to communicate and talk
Well,
to each other
that's
and
the
not
whole
play
point.
games.
Everybody
Now,
don't have
of a
to
truth,
do
are
that.
there some sorry brothers out there? Absolutely. Are there some sorry brothers out there? Absolutely. And that's when courts have to be drug into the situation. But to cover it with a blanket statement as though it is commonplace for brothers to have an active avoidance and being in the lives of their children, that's just bullshit.
the
And I gotta
problem is the
call that.
women.
And it's
It's
bullshit,
the
and
women. It's the
I'm
women
telling you,
problem.
it's bullshit when everybody can't affect and communicate well. So if you can't affect and communicate well, you got a mediator. That's what they were there for. So my thing is this: if you don't want to get your baby mama not communicate well with you, damn it, go down to the
Shit.
court. You're right, then. What's the point? What's
Hey,
the point of that?
I'm gonna
What's
give you a
the
prime example. My baby mama sued me twice, and my son lived with me for all his life for child support. She sued me for child support twice. He been living with me all his life. Them bras ain't shit.
Wow.
I'm a prime
But even if
example
the
They
man,
too,
use
because
the courts.
hold
They
on,
I
use
got a
the courts
baby.
and talk shit.
I ain't hold
You know what I
on. I've
mean?
been holding on, goddamn it.
They use the
I'm a prime
courts.
example.
They use the courts. They talk shit. She sued me twice. I got sued twice. Twice. And he lives with me. He
I ain't
lives with
get
me.
sued. I got a good baby mama. She ain't put me on no child support now because she know I take care of mine, so it's not even a problem. Like I really can't relate to y'all little stories and
Don't
shit.
lay down with no
'Cause I'm
ratchet
good.
bras, man. Lay
Hey,
down
so
who you want to marry,
this
man.
is what I'm gonna
That
Keep it
do.
part.
old
What I'm
school.
gonna do.
Go meet her
That
father.
part.
Go
That
meet her
part.
father. Meet her
That's the answer
father.
right
She
there,
might
bro.
not be
You
a
know what I
good
mean?
she might not be a good girlfriend, but if she's a good mother, you gotta respect her. You know what I
Who's
mean?
fucking
Period.
everybody though?
Same
And I
with
think, and I
men.
think
Fucking
I
that
mean,
it
everybody.
same with the
definitely goes
women.
both ways. We have to
Hey, listen up.
understand sometimes in
Yeah.
relationships it may not work out, but we have to definitely put our own selfish needs to the side for
To the
the sake of
side.
our children. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes if people don't
But
even
if you
want to
can't
work with you,
afford
sometimes it's the
that,
woman that don't want to work with the man. Sometimes it's the man that don't want to work with the woman. That's where the mediation needs to take place because these children are dependent on us, y'all. It's not their job to worry
But the
about what
woman get the
we doing.
cribs.
We supposed to worry about what's going
They
on.
get the cribs, the money, the food stamps, the Section 8. Men don't get shit.
But see, I know some single fathers. See,
I
I don't
got my
get
son
Section 8
right
or none of
now. I don't
that.
get
I have
Section
never
8.
had any of that stuff. You know, I've never had any of that
Crazy,
stuff.
man.
But I take care of my kids. My oldest
They
child's
want to
father
talk
has
shit.
never
And
financially
then,
supported our child.
and
But you know
then
what?
they
I did
both
what I
other
could do as
niggas
a
around
mother.
your kid.
The government.
Hey yo, so check this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm about to wrap this up. So when your face appear on the screen, that's your moment to shine. So I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to get your, say what you need to say. So if you got a channel, or if you just want to say something about this divesting situation, go ahead and say it. So hey, sis, it's on you.
First of all, salute to the panel, salute to the chat, salute to everybody, the moderators, salute to the men and the women. And I'm going to tell you like this, to all you men that are out there doing what you have to do for your children, I greatly salute you because I honestly just believe there are so many times that you do not get your just due. And I'm a real female saying this. There are many times that you are not put on the forefront. I know a lot of single fathers personally, okay, that are doing what they need to do for their children. And I know a lot of deadbeat mothers. And a lot of times that's not talked about, but that is a reality. There are a lot of mothers out here that would rather turn up, that really need to be turning the fuck down and doing what they have to do as a parent. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, still, no, whatever nobody's not doing, never let that negate what you're supposed to be doing. And like I said, if you have to get the courts involved, then that's what it is. But make sure that you always continue to fight for your kids. Salute to y'all.
Hey, sis, I appreciate you. I'll let you later. Next person. It's on you, Denver.
All right. I just wanted to say, I appreciate everybody's perspective. Appreciate you, Tough. Ultimately, like with regards to the whole situation with divestment, I think it's just another cop out to avoid dealing with what the real issue is, which is we have a lot of
Yeah.
sisters out here that are dealing with a whole lot of pain, a lot of frustration. They need counseling, therapy, and closure. That way they can actually go into a new relationship with a fresh start and a fresh perspective and in good faith, rather than bringing old baggage and end up crippling their chances to find love and to find happiness. Because I mean, divestment isn't an answer. That's avoiding the major issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a community, we need to learn how to come together and how to communicate. And part of communication is when someone has a legitimate grievance, you can sit down and listen to both sides and not just only be focused on how you feel about how you've been hurt, but also take into consideration how you may have hurt the other person, especially with regards to when it comes to children. Because children perpetuate the environments that they've been raised in. And as adults, it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the best possible environment and the best possible outcome. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. God bless.
I appreciate you. Have a great night. Riding dirty, it's on you, man. You still there?
Nigga sleep.
All right, I'll come back to riding dirty.
That nigga just snored.
It's on you, DJ. What you got, bro?
Oh, you want to hear what I got to say? I'm gonna give y'all some free game, yo. Um, don't let a female come in your life and try to change your life, man. Stay away from them toxic females. Stay focused. It's more men. I mean, it's more females than men. You know, it's gonna be something out there for you. Stay focused. You know, or you get like me. You know, deal with two cousins. They know each other. They with the shits. It's your life, man. Live it to
You
the
wild as hell.
best ability. I'm not out of pocket. They be watching this too. Shout out to both of them. That's
Hey,
it. I'm out.
DJ Red, I
Fact.
appreciate you. Man. Holla at you, man.
Yes, sir.
You
All right,
shout
bro.
at both of them.
Let's see who next. Andreas, on you.
If you can't effectively communicate with your kids or the mother, if the court system have to be involved, the kids both need both parents. And so if you can't effectively communicate well and have a schedule for children, there's nothing wrong with the courts. And so I say this, there's plenty of schedules for children, and you don't want the kids to be arguing and fighting. And I just say is I think some of the women got a point, but it's not my point. It is not my I don't have a dog in this fight, so I don't give a damn. So be honest. So I'm gonna go on that note.
I appreciate you, Andrea. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, bye bye. Steven, it's on you.
My fault. I have my mute on.
Are
Thanks
you
for
good?
having me on. I enjoyed the last time I was here when I got kicked off about 50 times and came back. Um, I enjoyed that. That was pretty awesome. I don't think no YouTuber, no person that does incredible content do stuff like what you did that night. Besides that, I want to say divestment. I haven't seen nothing like that coming from black men, and it's confusing as of why we don't just dead it off and move forward to something greater. I think it's a holdback. And I seen the picture you showed of an old girl, and I just looked and said, why is we even talking about people in divestment when the people that's supposed to be the figureheads of it is not divestors? That's all. That's how I look at it. But besides that, y'all take care. I got things going on, but this is not the time to talk about it. And Vivica Fox, I think that that's somebody that caught that catchphrase down, and she really scared of it. And I think that's what's gonna happen to her. So we'll let her go through the process. As of Miss the G, I don't. It 2 years from now, it's gonna be a different message. That's all I got to say. Y'all take care. Thank you for having me on, sir. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you. Have a great night, man. Good
Right.
night. Whit, it's on you, Whit.
Hey, tough love, respect to you, man. Once again, you bring great panels and great conversations. And I like how you broke it up. Now, I mean, we start getting out of hand and stuff. But man, it's about this, man. Divestors, to me, forget them. They're lost, man. I'm not messing with nobody lost in this thing I'm trying to do. Like I see you trying to do something with the black people. So man, we soldiers, man. We old souls. You know what I'm saying? So anybody against the grain, I don't even worry about them. They lost. So I don't really care. They're not me. They're not of me. You know what I'm saying? But I say to black men, to the Miss Antoinette, whatever her name was, you know what I mean? I forget. It started with the A.
Andrea.
Huh?
Andrea.
Yeah. She right. You know what I mean? We as men Go get your sons, man. I mean, we gotta connect back. There's too many disconnected families where the sons is out there doing all this wild shit, and excuse my language, but and ain't no father stepping up. I don't care if you 50, 60, 70. If you got a son out there, man, go get him. At least rap to him. I mean, if not, the violence ain't gonna never stop. That's my point, man. You know what I mean? I want the violence to stop. I don't care about YouTube beef and this, that. I care about these little kids out here shooting everybody every day. You feel me? That's my march, man. But
No
God bless
doubt,
you,
bro.
man, and keep going what you're doing, man. I
I
love
appreciate you, man.
my man.
Have a great night, bro. The truth. It's on you, brother.
Yeah, tough love. That's one of the subjects that I started to talk about when I first started, and I just sat back and said, "Wait a minute." Well, I try to convince some male or female that want to date outside the race. My point of view, and I say I don't care who they date. I'm like, I'm a military vet. We've seen all kind of women in the military. They probably dated all different type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing I have with probably some of these YouTube content creators that's talk about divestment is putting all black men in the same doggone category. That's my only problem with them. Cause you put if you put everybody in the same category, and just like I say sometimes, I was like, take a look at the man in the mirror. You got to, cause if you don't take a look at the man in the mirror, you going and sometimes we as humans, you notice I said as humans, some of us don't take accountability of our actions, what happened in that relationship. What made him to do that? What made her do that? And another thing is they wasted their time talking about, oh, we don't like black men because of this, because of that. Who cares? Yeah, I care you don't, but who cares? Yeah, but let me hear you talk about the black health issues. Let me hear you talk about the missing black females and black little girls and little boys that missing that not getting attention on the news. Feel what I'm saying? Let me hear you talk about reparation that we we are old. You see what I'm saying? They they try to make this. I look at it. They try to make themselves feel better about the decision they made, not the decision that it ain't like nobody forced you to go with that person. Nobody forced you to sleep with that person. Nobody forced you to have a child by that person. And then on top of that, when a man goes to court, fight for his child, the woman already got the advantage when he get there. She can tell a lie in a heartbeat, and guess what? It's all over with. But tough love, I love you, brother. Cause you're a vet and I'm a vet. I love you, brother. Cause you know I keep it real. And I would love you to have you on my panel for the midnight special Friday night after Mr. Skinny go off. Cause I'm gonna highlight uh, a missing child or adult that hasn't got the exposure that they deserve to get exposure for. So it's gonna be fun. And that D True TV,
Hey, D Truth, before you leave, do me a favor, or at least in a private chat, drop your email, brother. I appreciate you pulling up, and I definitely appreciate your feedback. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
You too.
Refuse to lose. What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? First and foremost, I thank God for knowing that I needed to take time to heal. Number one. The first topic, I want to say from experience and seeing different friends in these different, kind of relationships. And I've seen several of the black women date black white men because they do look for the riches. They do look for those Gucci bags or Prada bags that they may not be able to afford for themselves. And the black men that I've seen or known personally that I've seen date white women, it seems that the white woman don't mind splurging on the black men. They don't mind giving them their credit card, not even wanting to know what they brought or seeing a receipt. Also, I believe that in our black community, a lot of times the parents feed into their children who may be the most fortunate race, which is a lot of times, even growing up as kids, 9 times out of 10, our parents' employer was the white man. And so a lot of times they do feed that into their children. And so I just wanted to highlight other reasonings for why people may feel the way they feel. The first young lady to me seemed to be a younger young lady. And I just don't believe that's a decision she made on her own free will. I believe that it was something probably spoken to her frequently, or even maybe those were the kind of people her parents might have hung out around. But I just don't see that that's something that she came to by herself. And I just wanted to add that. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your refusal to lose. I appreciate you pulling up and giving your feedback. Thank you very much.
You got it.
Have a good night. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I do my little closeout monologue. First of all, let me just say I appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. A lot of great feedback. As you guys can see, sometimes things can get a little bit heated, but for the most part, I think it was okay. What I wanted to say, and this is to the brothers, past, present, and future. Um, I don't and will not tolerate us calling females out their names. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for it. I do know that, depending on what we do on a daily basis, some things are normal, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do those things here. And in reference to, we won't joke on people that can't defend themselves back. So if I play a video from another content creator, it's not to put them on the spot and to joke on them. It's to outline the content. It's not to outline how the hair looks, the makeup looks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, unless the content is about that. So I would ask you guys to follow my lead, and my lead is not to disrespect anybody, because I wouldn't want anybody playing my videos and objectifying me in that sense. So, but again, I appreciate you guys' feedback, your perspectives, and I'm hoping that when we talked about the divestment situation, that people can understand that we we all have different outlooks. We all have reasons on why we're doing certain things. But let me explain this, guys, to you real quick or whatever. And salute to the women that came to the panel. I know it was a lot of gentlemen. You guys came up and represented yourselves very well, and you also had great viewpoints along with the gentlemen. So it's a blessing to even have you guys take the time to come and give your viewpoints. But it definitely adds to this platform. So thank you very much. But this is what I was gonna say. And also thank you for all of the donations and super chats. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you very much. So let me get into this. These conversations won't fix shit. Did I lose anybody? Did I wake somebody up? These conversations won't fix shit. These conversations are to remind us of what's going on. So therefore you can fix things in your individual life, your collective communities, your families. They're not going to fix anything. They're just reminders. They're reminders of better solutions, better way to handle situations, better ways to heal. They're not going to fix things overnight, which is the reason why we're almost going on 3 hours for this conversation, is because this is not to be rushed. This is to kind of be, you know, it needs to marinate. You know, we're putting all now when you go to sleep, these things marinate. You didn't spend your last few moments arguing and screaming and fussing at one another and complaining. We kind of said, hey, we need to do more of this. Men need to do this and women need to do this. Our communities need to do this. This is just a friendly reminder, folks. This is a friendly reminder about solutions, about love languages, about communication. Nobody's perfect, you know, but we're trying to build one another up the best way we can. So I'm really hoping, D-Truth, I got it. Thank you very much, brother. I'll make sure I hit you up. I'm really hoping that, you know, we get something out of this. And I'm really hoping as individuals who don't have pages and also content creators, I'm hoping that when they come to the Tough Love page or they speak the Tough Love name, they really see the bigger picture. And really the bigger picture is we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to do something different for ourselves and for our communities and for our families. We're trying to leave a legacy where people can be proud of, that we had the conversation that mattered. Are we going to get to some cursing? Yes, we're going to get to some cursing. We're going to get to some jokes. We're going to get to some crying, but we also going to get to some building and some solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. You have a phenomenal night. And welcome in Friday with a smile. Welcome in with a love. You know, welcome in something realistic, something to grab onto. Until next time, adult up. Peace.